write my verses, I write the curses using curses. I write my verses, I write my verses. My gospels go spelling worship. Worship in the surface. Worship in the surface.
Yo, watch how you speak to me. My bars on guard frequency. Your arms too short to spar, even if you in arms reach me. Discard decency and ours are resolved peacefully. Heavily armored bombers when karma's involved. Frequently secrecy, coded language in cryptic forms of mystic norms. Monolithic lords and suspicious storms. Prolific born elaborate author of emerald tablets. So I packaged it for wise men and abbots, extracting the gems that's trapped in it. My pen's mastered it, astronomers tone. They've written books based off on poems for clone philosopher's stone. Behold progression, the father of all perfection. The wind carries my sessions and travels in all directions. It's evolution, manifesting purpose with spark. The works of art brought to life by the birth of a thought. So serpents who pluck get smited down. Mark it, book it, write it down. I am bound to peek around and found out when I struck the ground. Thunder sounds broke the sky, open for my potent rhymes. Soaked in blood, the chosen rise. Floating, I awoke in my inner beast with synergy, giving me Christ consciousness. My mic will ignite, throwing embers of light off of it. Know who the prophet is, the great Archon Abraxas. 7 classic planets commanding and chanting the lands with magic. Decipher the name through numeric tactics. 365 heavens, ascension axis. Relentless practice, tragic. Read the Shimha, the great work redeemed through alchemic means of grim boss. My shadow known to dim stars. Blow within the coldest men. We overthrow like Moses can expose his sins. That's where my flow ascends.
My right hand is a symposium of holy men holding pens. Each tunnel out and go to gym, then barrel back in. I sit as the pharaoh of rapping. I flow like I spoke in hymns, Catholics and masses. My cathedral cerebral, blood on Abraxas. On my back's a black eagle, medieval. Steeples from ashes. I rose up, wings tucked, king tut, gold rings, emerald green cup, queen's blush, Fareem and Magnum. My egg-shaped skull, the phoenix dragon. Come through the mall, all of y'all human beings is savage. Wishes are granted if you're left-handed. Toe text, old max, written in old text commandments. Sun, moon, stars, and planets. My Xbox-shaped object just vanished. Chariot of ascension through dimensions. Did I mention his extension of Atlantis? I'm the phantom. I wear the face of space and a million grandsons. Each change place from black to white, from white to random. Master like the yin and yang symbol in temples. I like my money blue and green like ours are the Hindus. Priest of purpose, the wordsmiths, this beat is monumental. Christ consciousness, bow down and honor it. Yeah, we deal with the waters, Noah's Ark. Now we deal with astronomers, show you the charts.
Composed of 12 signs, 10 planets, 12 houses, aspected by these ghostly marks. Behold the spark, shown to be a gnosis tree with golden bark. Saturn by a chest, a cataclysm who gloat in the dark. And Noah's Ark, Novus Arts, planet spoken, making points, sharpen up the throwers darts. I was in the oldest quarks, Superman, I strolled in Clarks. Mother plane, drive the planets crazy, I threw it in park. Ball of frisbee, time will turn it all to cities. Jungles took it all so quick, the plane became the earth. Hawaii, the apple, macrocosm of the human heart. I showed the card, future charts, hidden Andalusia art. Bullseye, Taurus field of vision, saw his own remarks. Remarkable, the stars go, lightning in my sword glow. My spirit forced to have my body playing tug of wardrobe. Study supreme math, arcs, angles, the archangels. Virgo clean the satellite, dishes off for the star table. Scorpio wave sign, intersects. I took up lust, double cross, right red, intersects. I took a plus, spun it, then it multiplied, reproduced. Now look at us, shocked when I merged both 8 points. I made a universal flag out of a snake's joints. The serpent goats, compass of the zodiac, fate points, virgin host. Infinity is infinity. My cup overflows and refills instant for me. I drink from my own brain, from the business I see fall. Everything was 8 by 8 to 64 chess squares, so they stared. No one's ever been as lit before. From the pleroma of the thrifty Moors that drift ashore, the broken winged people free falling down to 60 floors. Demiurge and venom serpents, been the current's time talker. I'm Luke Cageless as a baby, used the Skywalker, walking life with thoughts of Christ. They walk in death, their thoughts possessed. Money was the goal, they thought, they lost their breath. Thesaurus Rex, moonwalk the Green Mile backwards by my orange dress, put on my flesh. Use Mars to eye in my skin suit. It turned brown, circle mounds, lions play wind flutes. My brain erupts, their rain is up, they staying stuck in Satan's crutch. flux, strut around the sacred grounds, kicking up the angel dust. Following the pathematics, mathemagic elements. Thine will and testament, mind skill is excellent. Dialogue with me, your spine chill, the exorcist. Legged eye and eye exam, labeled in the diagram, great I am. Once they all saw me, all the ligers ran. Cracks and Zodiacus, who won't smoke with the highest ram. Shepherd here to guide the lambs, Messiah man, Messiah grand. Well of Zam Zam in my diagram and my command. No pad elixir, Boaz constrictor. Beneath apple bumper clock, throw jabs in Mithra. Hieroglyph and hydroglyph and pyro spitting fire wicking. Roll the tape, the time is sticking. Clock inside the diamonds ticking. My dimension, Mike and henchman, Mike Ascension, time suspension. Master builder, walk amongst the strangers and still act familiar. Time is up, so match the killer. Holy rhyme book that I used to light a match the gorilla. Smack the silverback gorillas, Mr. Zodiac Attila. Medicine from sarsaparilla. Temple with two lions on the side, call them caterpillars.
Royal Oak right there. Royal Oak. Yo, we are in the building. Somebody said the realms of existence. We are here. It's crazy. Welcome all to another. Yo, man, you gotta turn on the phone. Yo, welcome to another episode of Killah Priest Podcast Wind Down. Killah Priest Wind Down Wednesdays. You know what I mean?
Wind Down Wednesday, aka Woo Wednesday, aka Wash Your Tar Wednesday.
You know the rules. Yeah, you know the rules. Yo, this is gonna be crazy. We got Kil Ripkin coming through. We got Min Kepera coming through. We might have, it looks like another appearance from that verse was crazy from the Purpose.
Oh yeah.
Nobody knew Purpose could spit like that, but I knew he could spit like that. I'll tell him, I said, yo, go in. He went back, cocked the pen back, ink sprayed all over the paper. Thoughts. I just caught a line from the great Kyle Zodiac.
Oh yeah.
He said, I wrote it down. He said, my cup empties, and at the same time it refills for him. Yo, I can't hear you. You muted. He said, my cup emptieth. You know what it says, my cup runneth over?
Yeah.
That's a biblical song. But he said,
cup runneth over.
Yeah.
My cup emptieth.
My cup emptieth, then refill again by itself for him. So the further he go, the more you drink, the more it keeps refilling itself. But he's renewing his history at that minute at ultimate speed. I'm like, yo, the Demiurge is the song of the day. That's my song of the day, yo. So maybe my song of the week. $365 heavens. Purpose, the way you set off that track is none other. Yo, it could be set up no other way. No other way.
That's how you speak with me.
Yeah.
That's how you speak to me. I speak at God frequency. You went crazy.
Oh my God. That's how you speak to me. I speak at God frequency. Even the elements. Crazy.
Yeah, Kai got some amazing lines.
That's Purpose.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
both of them is off the chain.
They both off the chain. Yeah, but that part right there, Kai said when his cup empties, it refills itself for him. That's crazy. So that's saying that we renew our history. We could never run out. As long as we making music like this, this going to keep. This is why the Royal Priesthood going to be one of the best groups ever to grace the mic.
Yo, I got an idea, man. I meant to tell you, Priest.
Let's go.
I got an idea for the new Lost Children album.
You want me to do the Lost Children?
No, I want to feature the royal priesthood on the album. I think we're gonna have. I think we're just gonna have features on this album. I think that's gonna be off the chain.
Man, that's it. Hold on. Okay, how many MCs gonna be on this track? And are we gonna do 6?
Hey, yo, Kil, what up? Ja Freedom, what up? Yeah.
Somebody in the house say yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you really like to rock the funky beats, somebody in the house say hell yeah.
John Nash.
Right there for the people up top. Check this out.
Killing robots, roll trees with no ops. You wouldn't believe how I've seen greed lead to faux pas. Dinaz grab the keys, then leave the scene in your car. Wifey in the seat, we hit the streets. I chauffeur cause she got more cake than aisle 8 at Kroger's. Rolling through the habitat slowly like the stogie full of OG. Let the kick and snare soaking. We was offshore drilling, you was on the phone trolling. Causing a commotion like the smoke is on for Oakland. Riding so charged, sweating battery acid. Sprinkle the hash and get this bag on the classic. You niggas capping with your trapping theatrics. I raise the kilowatts and master the sample. The all I seen with Kil and Ja Freedom got them online tweaking. Asking me for a feature, talking yesterday's price. But they records be like, so I laugh, play that. God bless and good night. I know you hate it when they play the song. Especially when you sing along, but this that tuck your chain, under the tongue razor blade. Homie, it's not a game.
Y'all know what it is, man.
We rap for real, fuck the fame.
Y'all know what it is. Real. Yeah. Parental advisor, come on, respect my privacy. Quietly, I built up a dynasty. Generational curse layer, no anxiety. Come on, sensational verse layer. Love those who ride with me. See, obviously, I'm that live. So what's the irony of zombie niggas round my squad? Things can divine me. Total dominance, I've punished every rivalry. Decidedly, with no remorse. That's the CI in me. Linked with Dinaz, star blazing. We made men, putting work on the pavement. Paving the way for younger ones, what a statement. So they don't get caged in that arraignment. Amen. I'm talking about day one, who learned how to hustle and spray guns. Name ring bells on every block's conversation. Doing it for a thrill, a different type of adrenaline. Menacing, whenever it's war, finish them.
I know you hate it when they play the song, especially when you sing along, but this that tuck your chain, under the tongue razor blade. Homie, it's not a game. We rap for real, fuck the fame.
Straight fire. Straight fire right there. Straight fire. Shout out to the great Kil Ripkin, man. Lyrics. Yo,
Was that Nick Caparra the Great in there?
Yup. Got the what you call the you call it again? The Negoose. Word. He said drinking Grey Goose with the Negoose.
Drinking Grey Goose with the Negoose.
Rest in peace, Paradise, Too Big Bro. Sharp right. Yeah, no doubt. Word. Oh, hold on. Rest in peace to Sophia.
Sophia, yeah.
Yeah, man.
How we come to a lobby return. You understand?
Yeah, gotta hit up
Yeah,
Raz.
I'll be pleased with the brother, man.
Called Raz today.
Yeah, he said he was yeah.
He in town? I don't know.
Yeah, he going through it because Oh, yeah. Ja Wise is in the building. Ya Hakeem Selassie Bey. What up, bro? Yeah.
Salute to Fox Boogie. Yo, Nana came out yesterday.
Oh, shout out to
96.
Fox. When she came?
Oh man, this shit bring back so many memories.
1996, man. That was her and Johnny Blaze, the Iron Lung. You know what I'm saying? That joint, that was a crazy joint.
Yeah, she
28 years ago. Yesterday.
I was in Norfolk.
Wow.
Yeah, and the brother who played Kyle and the lady who played Maxine on Living Single, they born days was yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Future born day today.
Somebody else too. Yeah, right.
Illa G was yesterday.
So I think that's in the bathroom. Right.
Salute to the Brownsville guy, Illa G.
Yeah, Illa G, man. Shout out to Illa G. I met her with Jay Ronan. No, I know it way before that, but we hooked up with Jay Ronan. Shout out to Jay Ronan. He doing his thing with the mixtape stuff. He's still doing it. He got a little podcast he popping right now. But yeah, man, we was just talking building. You see the Warriors in the back. That's my collection. I do the Dragon Ball Z, and the whole thing is collecting balls. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Dragon God Z.
Yeah.
Dragon God Z.
Yo, you just you got it. That's the title for Z. Yeah. Word. Yo, so we all in the building, yo.
Knowledge born.
Peace to the God.
Peace to the God. What's today's mathematics, God?
What's today's mathematics? Today's mathematics is
I'm gonna ask Knowledge born, yo. What's
wisdom cipher, all being born in wisdom. Wisdom is wise words and ways and actions. You understand? You show and prove what you know through your wise words and ways and actions. And that encapsulates the space to allow you to stand on your truth of square. You understand what I'm saying? That truth is your square. Squaring your actions by the square virtue. You can raise a man from a dead level to a living perpendicular via the square 360 degrees, which is the diameter of the circle and the square.
True indeed.
That's it, God.
So did I see that?
We make knowledge born no limited time around here. In case you ain't know.
True indeed. Knowledge born.
That's it, God.
Wait a minute. What's one on the periodic table?
One on the periodic table is I don't know. I'm not ashamed to admit that.
And what's 2? Hydrogen? No, 3. Well, let's see. Let's pull it up.
I don't know that.
Oh shoot.
No, I don't know.
It's not that hard. You just gotta kind of be up on it.
Yeah.
What is it, Lord? You know?
I think is it hydrogen? The oxygen? The oxygen might be
number 2. Hold on, let me see. Let's pull it
I
up.
don't. Yeah, I'm like never been kept, but I think it might be.
What's that?
It might be
hydrogen.
Yeah.
It might be hydrogen. Look that up, please.
I know what 79 is on the periodic table.
What's that one?
Gold.
That's fire.
Saying I was born 79.
Yeah. So one.
Okay, man, Cap. Okay. That's how you remember that because it's the day you were born.
Yeah. So one is hydrogen, which is a very essential piece. But check it out. If you put them together, because scandum is 21, but hydrogen will be number 1 on what's wisdom? That would be
oxygen,
helium.
Right.
Helium, and hydrogen. That'll be it. Gotta take it like that. What's the periodic table?
What's today's periodic table?
Yo, somebody said gold. Oh yeah, gold is the one you said. So one is hydrogen. They came up with that. Yeah. You need that for oxygen. And what was 2?
He says helium.
Helium.
Yeah, 2 is helium.
Very important element.
Yeah.
So we was building earlier before we started, man. Shout out to the Podcraft and everybody coming through. So I asked the question with the Moorish Science.
Okay.
And we were just hearing a dude break down the Moors, what the Moor mean.
It means black, right?
Well, it means dark.
Black in the Latin is negra. Negro.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, moranos. That's how you really would say. Moor is a English translation.
Okay.
But like I was explaining, the problem is this: they don't understand the Umayyad Caliphate, and they broke away from the Caliphate from the Fatimids.
Who's they?
The Umayyads. I forget the name of the brother that broke away from the Fatimids, from the Caliphs. Yeah. There you go. Menkat knows. So what happened was they disagreed with Abu Bakr and them. Mm-hmm. The Fatimids and the Umayyads had a great battle, and they broke away from the Fatimids in Mecca, who they had control over Mecca, and they also had control over Egypt as well.
Oh, okay.
So the Umayyads, they moved further to the Maghrib, okay? And they established their caliphate in Marrakesh, right? And in Marrakesh, they have a city called Fas, not Fez. Fez is a mistranslation of the word Fas. And they called it Fas al-Maghribi. The word Maghrib from Karib means the westward. Karib is actually talking about a raven. And if you look at ravens, they come in various different colors. Some of them come in the color of black.
Yeah.
Some
ravens,
yeah.
Purple.
Purple.
Ravens usually black.
Yeah.
We got red ones too, though, right?
Red one, they're various different colors, correct? So what people have to understand is you have to go into the Islamic history to understand what really went on. The Umayyads, when they established their caliphate, right? They invaded Spain with a brother from the sub-Saharan African part by the name of Talib ibn Zayd. And Talib ibn Zayd was an African with the help of a mixed army, which was made up of Berbers, Almazir, and also Arabs who came with the Umayyads there, who conquered.
Berbers are North Africans, right?
Yes, they would be Berbers in Arabic, but they're really Almazir. Okay, and those are North Africans and black.
Yeah,
but they're made up of various different colors.
Yeah,
like your wife, she's a little lighter, and then you're a little brown, and then you have darker people, right? No, we gotta understand this.
Right. Let's not make it personal, though.
No, I'm just saying, you gotta know what you're talking about. So when Tariq ibn Zayed, excuse me, get it right. He wasn't sub-Saharan African from Mauritania.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mauritania, I know.
They invaded with the group as Umayyads, and they invaded Spain. Mm. And they gave the Jabal, they call it Jabal al-Tariq, the mountain of Tariq. Or they call it Jabal Altar. Okay. Right? That's the way you say it in the Espanol. But it's called the mountain of Tariq. And Tariq was a general in that army who was darker in complexion and with an army that was mixed colors. Yeah. So the word Moranos was used at that time in the 7th century. Okay? And they called them Moranos. Arabs are dark too. Some of them are lighter, some of them are darker. Yeah. You follow what I'm saying? So you can't take the word Moranos and then translate it into English.
Meaning black men.
Right. Okay. But it really doesn't really mean black. It's like darkness, dark. Okay. Black is negra in the Latin. Because Portuguese and Spanish is interchangeable.
It's not a Latin word, is it?
Yes, it is, because it's Portuguese. Portuguese and Espanol, they're all from the Vulgate. It's called the Latin. Okay. German,
so
Italian.
The Moors never called themselves Moors?
No, at all.
Okay.
They never called that because they spoke Arabic. Mm-hmm. The Moorish Science would try to come in and say, no, the Moors spoke Latin. Of course they spoke Latin. You know why? Because they was the first people to translate the Greek text into Arabic. Mm-hmm. So they could speak the Latin because they was fighting against the Romans. The Muslims were the ones who pushed the white people out of the Middle East. Okay. Pushed them out. They conquered. They conquered Constantinople. They destroyed the Byzantines, the Muslims. Mm-hmm. Right?
The Crusades.
Yes. Well, no, they lost the Crusades. Eventually, Saladin ibn Ayyubi came along.
Here's what I want to do.
He invaded.
Okay, when you're building, have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? And let people interact with you in order for it to be a dialogue.
Yeah,
Just don't be dictating.
No, I'm not dictating.
Because I'm just saying, this is a build. When we sitting around building, this is a way to interact with people so everyone could build and add on. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying there's a way and a technique you do it. Yeah. If you do it correctly, let's engage in this conversation. Let give room for us to engage.
Well, yeah, you know, indeed. But again, we got.
You sound like a dictator.
Well, it's you know why?
Yeah.
You know why? You know why I'm like that? Yeah. You're not going to stand in front of me and say a bunch of stuff. You don't understand Espanol and you don't understand Portuguese. So when I say things like Moranos, Morana, so if you don't understand the Latin, you don't know what I'm talking about. No, more means this. More don't mean black. Well, prove it then.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Negro is Spanish, right?
That's right. He's correct. Negra or negro, right? So I'm the type of person I'll let you talk. But this is a crazy issue in my opinion. Yeah. It's like, you know, learn the language first, and then we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like Menkaper Rob pointed out a good factor. Did the Umayyads or the Muslims at that time call themselves Moranos or more? Yeah. Absolutely not.
They would try. They called themselves by their tribe.
They called them their tribe. There you go, brother.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. There you go. So, and they spoke Arabic and they also spoke, you know, Latin and Greek. A lot of the Muslims at that time could speak Greek and other Semitic languages. You know what I'm saying?
So they ruled for 800 years there.
Yes.
Spain.
Yes.
That's a long time.
And blacks and Arabs.
Because we only been here like what?
400 years. There you go.
Yeah. It's over 400 now, man.
That's 400 years.
They might as well just throw that out. You know, I don't even know why they say that.
Yeah, it's like 5 and some change now.
Yeah, 5 and some change. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what I'm saying, Priest, man. Sometimes I get a little hype and everything. I'm glad you said that, pointed that out. We gotta have a dialogue.
It's a discussion.
It's a discussion.
So, like, you don't even know the brother where he been, and then you start listening like, oh damn, I get the knowledge now, doing the knowledge. Our whole biggest thing is when we start to build, that's what we're doing. The pyramid wasn't made when somebody just knocking something down and just blah blah. They had to make it step by step.
Yeah, you gotta do scale model first.
Right.
Scale model. Well, that's
what
they did first.
Yeah, and they did that.
This is crazy.
They did that, Priest.
Scale model?
Yeah, they designed it, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking about
Break
that.
down that. What's the scale model?
So
a lot of people
right on my land. So
Right.
a scale model is a replication of what you want to build. So say for instance, we wanted to build Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
First we will build it in scale model where everything is going to be at precisely, you know what I'm saying, on every acre of the land.
Right.
And then from there,
blueprint.
Yeah, the blueprint.
Okay,
It's blueprint. It's blueprint in the aspect of a physical representation of it.
Okay.
So we would actually have the roller coasters on there, have this on there, have that on there, and everything will be pieced in the scale model. So then once we build it, we just upscale it.
Right, got you. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So they had to see it first in order to come from the thought. Yeah. They had to see it. And
just like J-Dub Marriott down the street.
Mm-hmm. Somebody thought of it first.
Yeah, J-Dub Marriott. When I used to go there, if you go like on the 3rd floor, it was a scale model of the whole building.
Oh yeah, like that. Yeah. They'll have like a model of it, correct?
Yeah. So like say for instance, we was going to build something on the land, I would come to whoever is an investor. I will come to them first with a scale model of it first, and be like, "This is what it's going to look like. This is what we're going to have. This, that, or whatever." You know, what I'm saying?
A plan. Yeah. Like the plan. Yeah. But the plan, everything was planned, plantation.
Mm-hmm. No.
Plan. Because Kil Ripkin in the building.
Exactly. So
peace.
Shout out.
Peace to the gods, man. Peace to the gods.
Peace to the gods. Peace.
So yeah, you know, so I don't want anybody to think I'm coming off like I know more than the next individual. These are facts, man. You can look this stuff.
All right, can I say something that Jay Blaine said? He said evolution of language is totally a fascinating subject. They scrambled tongues, they harmonize back and forth across the eons to a new common vulgate.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But again, you have to understand.
We're gonna go around the board, brother.
Well, I'll say this.
You
Let
first.
me say this about that.
Yeah.
One thing is this: you got the linguistic historical method is used when dealing with these subjects, right? And there is a lot of words in different languages that have a cognate to it. Cognate, like meaning that it has a connection, and phonetically they sound the same, but the definitions are different.
Right. So
you understand what I'm saying?
Let me give us an example real quick.
Like moire, right? They think that no, excuse me, what's the word in the mirror. The one brother was saying mirror, it comes from, really that's what the word Moor comes from. That's no. Mirror is talking about the pyramids. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. You follow what I'm saying? Right. So again, words can sound phonetically, they can sound the same, but the definition is different when you go and scale it back in that language. You follow? And mir doesn't sound anything like more. You follow that? Like you tried to take the ancient Egyptian word miru, and knowing that the ancient Egypt, when you translate it in modern times, you have to use consonants. Like for instance, you'll see you say Heru. Heru could be written with an H, right, uppercase, and a lowercase R, and then a U. Sometimes they don't even put the U there, y'all. It'll just be HR. Her. But when you go to translate it in modern times, you got to put the E there, right, to translate it, to make it out. So you use the English language and the Latin and Roman languages to define the word. But with you talking about 5,000 years of history, correct? That means that you don't really know how it sounds that 5,000 years ago. None of us really do, right?
Yeah.
So we have to use the language that we know to translate it. You feel what I'm saying? Like you have in Arabic, you have Harun. Harun means warrior in the Arabic language, but it sounds very closely phonetically to the word Haru. You feel me? They just took Har or Haru. The E is not there. You follow me? And the A is not there.
I give you another one. Turkey.
That's a perfect one.
Yeah.
Like Turkey means two.
Two means right.
Like the turkey, the country.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have Turkey.
Turkey Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not the same though. They're not talking about no bird running around. You see what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
Very good one. Very good. There you go. So again, I'm not trying to come off like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know everything.
Language is very important.
There you
Where
go.
we say etymology of things. Etymology, James. I love that subject. The etymology of where things originate, and they get broken up. It goes here, it goes there, it goes there, and then next thing you know, you come out with this ebonics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it has a root word where it's like swarthy. You know?
Right.
Yeah. The whole
It was a
Jewish words.
guy, Rebik El Shams, said more is possibly an al-Mosaic. And no, it's not. It goes back to Portuguese, brother. The Almazans have their own dialect of language.
Kil Ripkin in the building, man. Let him on.
Yeah, I mean, we just not to cut y'all wisdom, but we all had. It was a universal language that was, chopped up in many different geographic areas of the world. So, like, we were all speaking the same language, just differently. You know what I mean? So, this conversation can go really deep because, like you said, language is everything. That was one of the ways they, accelerated the fall of man by cutting us off from our original dialect, our original tongue and language. But we really all spoke the same dialect. It's just some over here said it this way, some over there said it that way. You know what I mean? And but like if
I was to say Kim, you would say Kim here. Over there,
that's right.
Like Cam. We talk Cam. We saying the same thing. We just pronounce it differently.
Indeed.
And that's just in America. You know what I'm saying?
It's just in America, yeah.
People over there on the East Coast are a lot different than people over here on the West Coast.
Right.
The benefit of travel is something that unite nations.
Yeah.
There's people who got differences. One of the things I learned from the combat zone is One, for instance, it was 44 nations in Iraq, 44 nations in Afghanistan. They could have hated each other at home. They speak the same mother tongue or father tongue that connected them in the places where nobody spoke their language. You understand what I'm saying? So when you with somebody that speak your language, it's what it is.
That's right.
And anciently, when we anciently composed, the difference between friend and foe, because everybody looked the same, was how you spoke.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? A cat might be like, "Where you from?" Nah, you from such. You ain't from here. You understand what I'm saying? How you said something, it changed the dynamic, right? So that space in regards to language has familiar roots. So we looked at something like Spanish, we look at Latin, and we see the Arabic with the French, where it's like the Farsi sort of space is light versus the Arabic that's like Germanic. You see what I'm saying? So where you get the Hebrew, where you get all of these other things where the things is hard. It's a hard sort of space. You see what I'm saying? Like if you in Saudi Arabia and they want to say, what's good, they say Halik. In Iraq near Babylon, in the Babylonian space, they say Slernik. You see what I'm saying? So because it's close to where the Asiatics are. So based off of that connection in regards to the languages, when we start speaking about the things of expression or vocalization is tentative to your family. That's why they say your mother tongue or your father tongue. You see what I'm saying? The father tongue is German. You see what I'm saying? It's like, the father country versus the mother country. You see what I'm saying? So them Germanic tribes that came in, they have a way of speaking in one place that they don't speak in another.
Yeah.
But they're speaking the same language. You see what I'm saying? So they got proper German and then they got slang. It's the same language. But in Berlin, they don't speak the same way as they do in, if you was in like Ansbach somewhere. You see what I'm saying? You go from one state to the next state, the language is different, even though it's the same language. You know what I mean? So that's just, up close based off of, certain things in regards to the familiar language.
Okay, yeah, Kil Ripkin. Sorry to cut you off, my bro.
Oh, it's all love, man. It's all love, right. We speaking on something powerful. And one thing I like to add on to that is language is one way we connect to our ancestors through our DNA. You know what I mean? Language has everything to do with memory. So one way, they can curse a whole nation is by breaking up their language. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened to us over here. You know what I'm saying? In the Americas, we don't know what language we speaking. We call it English, but you feel me? It's like it's a broken form of English. We're not really connected to our ancestral language that is deeply rooted in our blood and in our DNA. But one way we're connecting that and we don't even know it is through the music. You know what I'm saying? We're saying higher self. We're spitting higher self information in the form of hip hop, which is another form of the language. But I don't think we're fully aware of that yet, because a lot of us here don't know what our original dialect or tongue is. You know what I mean? But we do know what it sounds like. We do know what it sounds like, through the tones and the instruments and all that. So, and that's why when I listen to Kyle or, Killah, MCs on that real higher self vibration, you can actually hear the language or what it's supposed to be in the form of music, man. So that's what's really dope about us. That's what's dope about us, because it's in the blood, it's in the DNA, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Just to add on to what you were saying, I'm gonna take it another step too. I was talking to a brother from South Africa. He's from the Xhosa tribe, and I was talking to him about the people over there in South Africa, and he was like, you know, they're not technologically advanced and stuff like this or whatever. They don't get what's going on over here and this and that. And it kind of hit me because I thought about it and I was like, wow, you know, the technology that we have now is encoded in the English language now.
That's right.
Before, back in the days, it used to be coded in the Metunetter.
Islam.
You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, even if you want to be a nation and you want to technologically advance yourself, you have to dig into the code of the English language because a lot of the technology is in the English language because of everything that we have invented over here, well, reinvented over here. It's now coded back into mathematics and in the language. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of was like, wow, you know, just to be over the, you know, the English language has become not only just a language that everybody around the world speak, but it also has a encoded technological aspect to it itself.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, you know what, I need to go study more on the Metunetter because I know it's a lot of coded technology in that language.
That was one of the books. That was one of the books I took flight on. You know what I mean? Because of the language in there. You feel me? That's really what activates all of our Christ qualities within us. You know, it's that language. You know, and again, that's it always brings me back to music because that's the one form of language that we all can relate to.
Indeed.
That's crazy. We spoke with the drum.
Facts.
Yeah. What do they call that? Priest, the talking drum. They got a thing. What's it called? The talking drum.
Yeah. You hit certain signals and they tries to read it.
Yeah.
You know
but when did it become stringy? This is what I'm trying to say.
That's a good question.
The string
comes
is
from
different.
like the Levant, yo.
Yeah,
it's
because our drum, drum. If you look into the
heart, violin, all of that.
Yeah,
that's on the walls. And
are you right?
That's why Quasi showed that.
What he said?
The Egyptians brought the string. They were the first ones and I think the Levant maybe they copied. I don't know. See, it's a strange thing.
Yeah. Everything that you can think of, even a lot of the medical devices, whether it's in the medical devices or whether it's in the music or whether it's in the it's in the medical devices, whether it's in the music, whether it's in martial arts.
Okay, we got coming.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of that could be attributed in. A lot of that, you know what I'm saying, is right there on the walls. And Kendrick. And Ashwell Quasi showed that. You know, I was like, wow, look, they're everything, you know what I'm saying, that we think that the Europeans have invented, all they did was just pull it right off of the wall.
Yeah, they copied it. You know what I mean? They basically, you know, gave it a foreign translation and then told us it was there. You know, everything is in reverse right now.
Even flight, you know what I'm saying? Even flight. I was telling somebody, man, that right after they opened up Tutankhamun's tomb, they found a glide bird in there. And I would literally say, probably about 15 years after that, here come the Wright brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they knew that flight was possible because we was doing it in Kemet. And then boom, they just reinvented it to the point where they have it where it's at now. Where they've mechanized it from being a glider all the way to a mechanized machine of flight.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So it you know, there's nothing new up under the sun.
Nah, man.
A lot of that, like there's a lot of that coded, you know what I'm saying, language that's right there, you know what I'm saying, now in English, it used to be back in the Metunetter. That's why, like you said, it's so important for them to cut us off from that language. Once you cut us from the language, then you cut everything technologically advanced about those people.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, just to add on also, I think that last night I was kind of like, sometimes I sit and meditate in my house, in my crib, in my studio. And I was thinking like, what do you guys think about this? When you go back to the ancient times, they didn't use straight lines or letters. They used pictorial images, right? Mm-hmm. So human beings they drew pictures first.
Right.
The individuals that could draw and write, they drew pictures first before they actually created an actual letter. like the Alif.
That's
Let me ask
universal
you
too.
something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. But was it for the nobles or for everyone?
I think it was for
the
everyone.
nobles.
It wasn't for the nobles,
For
but the regular people of Kemet still went to the temple and made offerings.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
They probably just couldn't. They probably just couldn't. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
They can step into the.
You could go to the temple and give offerings to the Netchers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they didn't have the rank system.
Man, yo, me and my homeboy Omar always talk about that. Cause listen, the Hindus, you see, Priest, you see the Hindu temple they built in New Jersey, bro?
It's hard though. I've been studying a lot of the Hindu temples too.
Dope, man. The Hindus is on point. Yeah. Listen, I'm looking at the camera and we're talking to all you Kemetic, the real Cometians right here, my brother Nick. But yo, you gotta build a temple. Stop going to the river dressed in all white, like you Kunta Kinte. Build the temple.
Yeah.
If the Hindus can do it, the black man can do it.
Yeah, for real.
In America.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Dr. York did it first. York did it first.
Don't they got
York
temples?
did it first.
Well, York, what you said? That was born?
Why wouldn't they have temples? How you know they don't got temples?
Man, come on, man. Going down to the local, the Moorish Science, you call it Moorish Science temple, but it looks like a
people got temples.
Building. The Hindus build temples. Yeah. They put the deities in there. They got it all over the wall.
Yeah.
Our people is cheap, man.
The Asar Society got temples. Everybody got temples.
They don't have the knowledge. They don't have the architectural knowledge or engineering skills to actually do it.
Like, why would you tell them to do it if they can't? They don't have. You want you teach them first, and if they don't have the art. They're
too egotistical. They don't want to listen to me and Menkep. We say, yo, you need a temple, man. Why you think the so-called Israelites is over there in Yarushalayim? They want to tear Masjid al-Aqsa down and rebuild the what? The temple.
Yeah. For real?
Yeah. They want to destroy Masjid al-Aqsa.
Well, build on that then. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they that's going to be an uproar. It's going to be a war if they tear Masjid al-Aqsa down, because Masjid al-Aqsa is built on a foundation of the original Jewish temple. You know that, right?
Mm.
Yeah. And then down you have above it.
Yo, you talking about in
Priest?
Israel?
You Priest, you went to Israel. They ain't take. Did you go to Masjid al-Aqsa? Did they take you there?
I went to a couple. I went to the Wailing Wall.
You went there.
Went to a couple.
You probably didn't. They didn't take. See, you was over there with Remedy. Remedy didn't take you to Islamic.
No, how really gonna take me anyway? He don't know. How he gonna take me? It was the people out there already.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
But, yeah, it's like he ain't gonna take you over there. You want to go over there, Priest.
Yeah, there was war. Okay, peace in the Middle East, but there was always war in the Middle East.
Right.
I just talked to Ghost said if we go over to Babylon, today's Babylon, he said they'd probably kill us. No, he wanted to say, well, listen, brother, you go ahead and talk.
No.
How you know?
But Iran is modern day Babylon.
Yeah, I don't know why he said
it's peaceful over there. You can go and visit Iran.
And they're blowing shit up right now.
No, you can't. Yo, you can still visit Iran.
So
I would visit there. I would visit. Yeah, damn right I would. Because they have. Hold on.
It just blew up. What's the name over there, yo?
What?
Who's the dude that was the head? That was the head of Hamas.
Oh, you talking about Ismail Haniyeh?
Where he get blown up at?
I mean, they took him out.
No, hold up. Where did he get blown up at?
They killed him in Iran.
Where? What city?
I think it was Tehran. Yeah, but he was a target. Listen. If you wanted to hold on, what I'm saying, you're not listening, man. You didn't listen. Let me say something real fast, and I'm gonna shut up. Listen,
I'm gonna let Kil Ripkin come in. I'm gonna let Kil Ripkin come in.
If you wanted to visit as a Muslim, right? If you wanted to visit the shrines there, and that's haram actually in Islam. But if you wanted to visit the shrine of the Prophet Muhammad's sons, right? You can go. It's not the Iranians. They're not going. If you go there, they're not going to try to kill you.
I'm gonna tell you what might happen. Right now, you already know what's going on. You go over there and you chilling for just a.
I'm shut up.
Yeah, you gotta read the room. You gotta read the room, bro. Yeah, I said something.
No, because y'all got like a y'all.
Nah, you gotta read the room because you.
They're not gonna take me out.
Nah, bro, you gotta listen. This is just straight common sense. You don't just roll over somewhere. You see them blowing stuff up, and you just go over there and talk about, oh, they ain't gonna blow me up. Yeah, cause they don't care.
That could happen. That could happen.
They take it out of plane.
Yeah, but it's not the Iranians. The Iranians are peaceful people, man.
All people. Well, you in for the Iranians. When the Iranians come out, tell them call you up personally. You can talk to them because some same people.
No, I'm just saying, go ahead.
Hold on. Let me pass the mic over to Kil Ripkin. Peace, my brother. Peace, Bill, man. Peace. I see in a lot of your lyrics, man. I was following it. You spoke on some of the Vedas. You spoke on the Moorish Science. Also, and I was catching. I was like, "Oh, what is the brother dealing with? He's dealing with some high science on that level, man." Would you care to elaborate a little bit on that? Because we listen to your rhymes of first of all, your rhymes are fire.
Appreciate it, Lord.
Off top. Now you taking us into a direction that I think that you coming across to us that's something that we've forgotten or something that we need to grab hold on to.
Indeed.
Elaborate on that, brother.
It goes back to the language, right? Like, when I came in, y'all speaking about the language. So it definitely goes back to that. And, my lifestyle, I live as a Moorish American, you know what I mean? Back in 2014, when I was out in Chicago, I was made Grand Chief of Moorish Science Temple 2. You know what I'm saying? Came back to Charlotte, did a lot of work here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where we made Charlotte one of the Moorish capitals here, where a lot of brothers and sisters can come here and, get right. You know what I'm saying? So me and my sheikhs, along with a couple other Moors, I work hand in hand with Asir the Duke of Tears and a couple other Moors. And that's just my lifestyle, man. And I found a way to implement it into my music without coming off as too preachy or, saying this is what you need to do. I do stand on nationality as the order of the day. I feel like, again, that ties us back to the blood. It ties us back to the ancestors. It ties us back to our original language and dialect. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I try to portray in the music, or strive to portray in the music. So yeah, man, it's not about, something that I attained by building with individuals. I live that 24/7. Islam.
Powerful words, brother. Powerful words.
Appreciate it.
We get that too when we listen to it. I'm like, man, the brothers in the Bhagavad, you said the Bhagavad Gita, right?
That's right.
So, yeah, and even in obtaining those type of lessons, you know what I'm saying? Is it something we should turn away from? Because if you embrace it, you can rhyme the way you do.
Right.
Is it something we should get it, or is it ours, or do we have a partakes in that feast, that food of knowledge right there?
I mean, knowledge is infinite. You feel me? So I feel like we should attain all the knowledge that we can. Because the saying, the more we know nothing. You know what I mean? So all that we can attain or that our mind can handle, I feel like we should, swim in those waters. Because you never know where you at, who you're gonna deal with, and when that particular information has to be conveyed to each other. You know, so I personally, even though I live my life as a Moor, I respect all Christians, Jews. You know what I'm saying? Israel, Hebrew Israelites, the Kemetic, the Nubians. You know what I'm saying? We all come from that same tree. It's just that we got split. You know what I'm saying? During the fall, we got split up and lost memory. You feel me? So, some of us are here to remember. Some of us are here to try to remember. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that, they know something's wrong, but they're not too conscious. The ones that was going through all of this emotional stuff during the this last election thing we went through. It's all in just embracing what's for you, because everything is not for everybody. You feel me? So, if it's for you, embrace it, master it. I feel like we all masters here in this room. So like, it's only right for us to continue to ascend in our mastery, whatever that be, because I'll be able to relate to y'all on whatever it is we sparring about.
The power of the original man. Let me say something what you just said. The power of the original man. So you're saying we were all those things, and we embodied all those things, whether it's Kemet, whether it's Islam, Hebrew. I always said it was one. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
One come many nations. And
That's
so,
what it is.
so there's an inkling over here, an inkling over there, and an inkling over here. So it's not unsacred when you use, and I want the audience to listen to this. When a brother is wearing an or if he's wearing Islamic, a part of his diatribe is a part of his DNA, because within our DNA is everything. If everything comes from us, you know what I'm saying. So if it's all trinkets of pieces, even all the way to Babylon, Syria, a lot of people took a lot of knowledge that we had, we have, but we have to redo it. And re-practice or rehearse the righteous acts that we were once a part of. And that's what I get from your music. When we sitting up here and we building, I can say, I can go into the Islamic temple. I went into an Islamic temple in Turkey with Ghostface Killah. I went one with Dubai. And let me tell you something, brothers. They're going to get mad at me. They probably get cut off. Don't leave the podcraft yet. I can stay and enjoy it. It was a very clean feeling I had when I walked in there. Very clean. I felt like when I walked into the temple, it purified and washed me solely inside. I said, man, this mosque is something real about it, brother. It started pulling parts of me. You know what I'm saying? Could you elaborate on that? I know what I felt when I walked in.
Well, yeah, you know.
They'll cut off and never look at us again.
Well, yeah, all honors the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, right? He said if the temple's not right, the prophet is not right. And so a lot of people think he's talking about a brick and mortar temple, somewhere we go. He's talking about us, our temple, the body. If the temple ain't right, the prophet's not right. So when you go into establishments like that, where you and Ghost went into, it was fine-tuned to a certain vibration by those godly individuals whose temple was right. That temple you went in was just a reflection of your higher self. That's why when you went in there, you felt that. Because like I said, if your temple wasn't right, meaning your arm, leg, arm, head, you wouldn't have felt that. So it's just like the godly people that built the pyramids. You feel me? Like they had to be right in order to do such a magnificent feat as building. That's why it's never been repeated, because here in what we call the kingdom of Malkuth, we operate from the lower third. You know what I'm saying? Everything is, lower chakra and below, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So we don't understand what it's like to really love and speak well from the throat, see well, things of that nature. See, and one of the things I love about you, Priest, real talk, when I watch your page and your journey, you travel a lot. I see you everywhere. You know what I mean? And that's another way you express language. You either express language through actually talking or traveling. You understand? So that's right. Again, if the temple's not right, the prophet's not right. So like when we going into any of these holy establishments, or these temples or mosques, synagogues, churches even. You feel me? That's why the church is so confused, because a lot of the individuals that's going inside the churches, they're not right. They're looking for they're looking for the pastor and the actual house that they're in to get them right. It's in reverse. You have to go in there and match whatever it is. And so that's kind of gave me chills you saying that, because I've been in places where I've been in like power spots, mounds. I've actually been in mounds where as soon as you go in there, you could feel the magnetic vibration pulling on you. You feel me? So like the crown on that brother head, I could feel like he going through something over there.
Yeah.
He resonating something over there.
Right. It's inside.
Yeah. So that's really what it is, man. It's we are truly the Marvel superheroes here. We have to understand that and really live it. You know what I'm saying? Through action. More means action.
Right.
So one of the things that's Moors, whether we know it or not, is we must demonstrate. And we always must demonstrate on our higher self. That's the way we can, you know, teach the uncivilized and the unaware and the ones that straddling the fence and in between and all that. And again, for me, it always goes back to music because that's an easy way for us to really get it out into the ethers really quickly and into the vibration really quickly. You feel me? So I love it, man. I want to trade it for the world.
The atonement, when you hear the word atonement, the word tuning and toning is
That's
there.
what it means.
We have skin tone, we have a vibration that's going off in the music. You
Right.
know, Charlie Parker does the jazz. Man, you so on point, brother. You made me even a bigger fan of you, brother.
Oh, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Word up. That, like you said, that's why the Royal Priesthood will be one of the most glorious groups in hip hop history, because not to say that I can name a whole host of them that came on that vibration, right? But we're in a different time now, and everything happens according to the moment in time. And right now it's our moment. It's our time to really say what it is that we have to say. Everybody's coming with their own sword. And man, I love it, man. It pulls out things in me that, you know what I'm saying, I might not have thought I could even, you know, those heights that you gotta be with greatness to know that you're great.
Yo, magic, man, magic. That's magic. The same feeling I had when I walked the streets of Kemet, man, and took the boat and traveled through the Nile and saw Nubia. And said, whoa, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on? What's going on? I'm starting to resonate. But like you said, just like Mekepera, what's inside you comes out.
That's it. It's
the
all back
there. The sun on his crown, the gold is the same color as we're gonna let you go. The gold is the same color as the sun.
It's all magnetic.
So the ancients would talk about, man, they coming to dig up the gold, but if you look at the element of the gold or just the color of it, it reflects the same as the sun.
That's right.
That's right.
And you look at the sunflower, which is one of the biggest flowers. You go ahead and tell the rose. They have stuff in the atmosphere that look like a rose too. They have rose-colored orbs and stuff that's up in it. But the sunflower is majestic. We eat sunflower seeds.
Yep.
Build on that, brother. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm loving this. Kil Ripkin, you incredible. Go ahead,
well, yeah. I you know, for me, you brought up sunflower seeds. I love sunflower seeds.
Yeah, more pants on there, but not this time. You might as well drink
water. No, it's all good. Yeah, you spoke on sunflower seeds. Like that's, you know, anything with the word sun in it, you know what I'm saying? You know, I equate it. It's like when, you know, I like the sun gaze, right? Especially when I got a good view of the east. And so when you sun gaze and then you go into meditation, what resonates is that yellowish gold color, right? Which is equivalent to the solar plexus, which is where in the stomach. So that's where our sun rises and set within us in the solar plexus. That's why it's called that. So when you meditate after sun gazing or something like that, you'll see that color that you spoke of. Like I see it in your shades through the screen. You know, that gold, yellowish color. You know what I mean? It's like it's that color you see. So again, you know, with that crown he wearing, you know, like Sister Ty Phoenix say, them crown loads, they come in heavy when you tap in like that. You know, they come in real heavy, they come in quick. But you know, some are built for it, some are not. And that's what we're dealing with here. The Godian.
That's real, man. You know, I've always been attracted to gold, man, for a long time. And then as I got older, and I was like, where did this attraction come from? Then I really started studying Kemet because I always had a yearning for Kemet when I was a kid. As soon as I heard the word Egypt and started studying, I was like, wow, this is just seemed like that's home to me. You know what I mean? And it's like never left me, man. I just always just love gold. I buy gold. I got a lot of gold. And what I realized was that back in the ancient days, they said that gold was the flesh of the gods. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the Bible when the people had left Kemet they had left, but the first thing they built was they took all of their gold and they built a what? A golden calf.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when we used to walk out of the temples, literally Ra would hit that sun, would hit that gold, and it would just reflect. And everybody could relate to it because, you know, gold back in those days, it wasn't just a monetary device of let me get some gold and hold the gold. No, we would actually build the netters.
It was a charging device.
It was a charging device.
And yeah, like just like copper.
Things like that.
Yeah, just like copper and silver. You know, that's why we you know, even in this crypto meta era, we should be collecting our silver, our gold, and our copper. Because not only that's the real only monetary money we really have here. It's conducive. You feel me? It's conducive for us to wear gold, to wear real silver, to wear some copper. You know,
it's universal. You can take it anywhere. Everybody recognize it. It don't matter if you go to South Africa or you go to North Africa, or if you go to Iran or if you go to Poland. It doesn't matter. Everybody know what gold is. So it's something that's always that we're connected to in some form or fashion. And it's a lot of DNA memory in there because, you know how everybody go to Mecca right now? As like they make the Hajj to Mecca. Right. Well, back in the ancient days, everybody would go to Kemet. And they will make their Hajj to Kemet. So just imagine everybody across the world has that DNA memory of going there and seeing the golden pharaohs, the golden Ma'ats, the golden Aset, the golden Asar. They will see all of those things that's inside the Kemet, you know, going to seeing the white pyramid with the gold capstone on the top. You know what I mean? You know, that energy will vibrate across literally the whole world. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they keep that, you know, keep the pyramids in shambles, keep the temples in shambles and things like that, because they don't want to resonate back that DNA memory that everybody has. You know what I'm saying? That's why you look on the dollar bill and they see the capstone taken off of the dollar bill, taken off of the pyramid.
That's right.
Because the New World Order is, no, man is not connected to nature. It's just man now.
And that's, I mean, add on. Yeah. Brothers is speaking eloquently. And if you look at the mirror, right? Because the mirror was very important, the shiny things. So the Nahash was a shiny serpent, right? So if you look at the serpent, which is, they got copper snakes, was a reflection of the sun because their skin, their scale shines like the sun. That's right. You look at them, they're very important, the way they move. And you look at their skin, it's the only shiny thing that's going on. And the cobra, when its back is arched with the zodiac symbol on it, whatever, is arched, and they found, exactly. And they're found out there. They was in the desert in Kemet, and they would flare their hood like the rape, and they will also do a hypnotizing time thing, rock back and forth. So it's very noticeable, and that shiny scale of them, because they didn't have mirrors like that. That's very important to see a reflection. So if you've seen it from the copper mirrors, they got a copper snake. Yeah.
And it's no reason that's why it's no coincidence they associate the snake with the Kundalini. You know what I mean? The Kundalini, you know, the higher it goes up your spine, the brighter that color gets. You feel me? So it's no coincidence, man. Everything is everything. Like he said, nothing's new under the sun. It's just about us remembering, and we either remember by knowing or traveling. You feel me?
Yeah, indeed, Lord. Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of you, brother. Not just the lyrics, but you know what you're talking about. But also, you know I want the audience to know. It's something when you relate with the lyrics, but when the actual giver of the author, that's why I said sometimes the character can become the author in the story. It's like, who wrote the story about me? I'm me. Right. So who's the author? Did the character subject the author to create the story? Or sometimes you can look at it the opposite way, but the science behind that is that we are all here at an amazing time breaking this down because it needs to be broke down. Certain things are just for you because you ain't got to. Yeah, it's right, David Abraxas. Certain things are just for you. You grasp onto it because you learned it. Just like Kil Ripkin said. I love what you said when you said, all in all, it'll get you as it come. It's you. Right. McKepper said, yo, when you look at it, you see it. So everybody take a portion of this silver that is coming from the moon. Indeed. That this shiny object that's coming from the sun, which is the Son of Man.
Indeed.
We are the Son of Man.
We are the Son of Man. That's right. We are the Christos. You feel me? And so it's important. Christos. Yeah, we are the Christos. We are the Christ. You feel me? Like, and so again, it's just about, you know, going up and down that ladder, that Jacob's ladder. You feel me? And we constantly travel that daily. You know, we travel from the higher to the lower daily. It's just about that balance and about knowing what's for you, who you are. That's why knowledge of self is very important. You know, there's levels to it, but once you have knowledge of self, and it could be whether you study degrees or not. I'm talking about knowing who you are. That's right. What you're capable of, what you're not capable of. Now you won't be susceptible to just anything somebody tells you, because you know what you're capable of. When you know what you're capable of, you know what you're capable of knowing, and what you're capable of not knowing. So, you know, when it comes to our people, man, that, you know, because we're all each other witnesses. We all here to witness everyone's journey, including ours. You feel me? So I'm your witness, vice versa. We here to witness, because somebody might ask me about Killah Priest, and I got to be able to, demonstrate, you know, whatever it is that I know about the brother, and vice versa. So, you know, we're witnessing each other's story for a reason, because we chose to come here specifically to remember, but to remember what? You feel me? And that's the question. Because, you know, right now we in 0 point.
It's real talk, brother. We
in 0 point. So
are we connected to? Okay, where you at with the aliens? The aliens.
I'm there. I'm there, brother.
That's our higher self. A lot of people, one person who actually walked in, believed in David Banner, was the scientist who tried to figure him out. He said, no, it's something else to David Banner.
That's right.
Whether he knew, but he never saw, but he felt the energy. He said, this man is two people in one. He looks that way, but it's something else about him.
We all science.
Let's talk about the nectars. Yeah, like Split.
Yeah, you ever seen Split?
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. That was kind of bugged out too.
When he had like 6 different personalities in him.
Yeah, that was bugged out, bro. For real.
And the scientist was studying, the female was studying him, and they was trying to figure out how he's manifesting these different aspects of himself. And then it comes out with the beast, and the beast actually physically makes him stronger and everything, because he believed that's what he was. But you know what's crazy though? Is that science is actually real in real life, because as you believe, you can evolve yourself, or if you disbelieve, you can devolve yourself. And we see that happening amongst humans all the time.
Right.
Taking on different characteristics. You get a job and I'm a postman. So now you're a postman, you done evolved yourself into a postman, and you done, you know what I'm saying, dug yourself into that actual being. Or an NFL player. And now you out there working out, and you stronger, you making yourself physically stronger to play that part. You know what I'm saying? Human beings can literally evolve or devolve themselves according to their own self-will and belief within themselves.
Man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
How can one man become an Allen if there's not?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Evolved.
Yeah.
They said Jordan flew.
Yeah. And that's, I'll tell you, that's one of the main reasons, bro. Like you said earlier, and that's very important, why they took the language from us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? because there's certain words, you use abracadabra or things like that. There's certain coded words within a person's language, you know what I'm saying, that can just boost him up.
Yep.
Or certain words that we know we used to be able to use that'll just make us superhuman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I say it's very, very important for us to get that knowledge back. That's why they work so hard on social engineering the people to devolve them.
Yep.
Keep them in a state of confusion. Like you said, if you study comedic science, Set was the king of confusion. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep the people confused.
Like Loki.
Yeah, like Loki, yeah. As long as you keep the people confused, you don't never have to worry about them concentrating themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like concentrated orange juice. You'll never have to worry about that person concentrating himself to the point where he evolved past the threshold of the average man and average human being. You know what I'm saying? And we all have that power.
Facts, man. How heavy are y'all into comic books?
Into who?
Comic books, like Marvel, DC.
Let's go. We all with the cosmic books. We open up.
Well, I know when I was younger, I was really, really into it deeply. Then I kind of drifted away, right? But I stayed in tune. Plus, my son, he was heavy into it, so it kept me in tune with it, right? But there's a show, actually it's a documentary or Netflix somewhere, man. I'm gonna get the name. A brother did it. I forget the name of it, but basically, he's doing the knowledge on all of the superheroes, from Marvel to DC, and how I say about 95% of them origin were black, they were melanated, and he tells their story and how all of those powers that were in them are in us or came from us. This is how Stan Lee's and those type of people created these characters from our history. You feel me? So everything the brother said is right and exact, because we are the superheroes. We already here. We are the giants. We are the flying supermen. Again, it's all about the fall and the memory. You feel me? We just don't remember that we have these godlike qualities in us.
My grandmother wasn't a farmer, nor did she watch the time. But when it rained, she would say, "Cut off all the lights."
Come on now.
There you go, Priest.
And she would listen to the sound of the thunder. She said, she was
that.
speaking. God is talking.
Man, Priest, you took it back right there. Yeah. I remember my grandma would remember your grandma say, "Turn out the lights." And you like, "Yo, why you want to turn out the lights, grandma? Turn out the lights."
Yeah.
Turn out the lights.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They would say that's God talking.
Huh?
They would say that's God talking.
Yeah.
Yup.
And during the time of the storms.
Yep.
I gotta give what's their pops on this too, because El was known as a storm god.
Yep.
I gotta give pops.
Yeah.
I give pops to Crumb. The great
Yo, listen. Yo, Crumb. Yo, he studies a lot of stuff.
Now,
he was right about that.
Now look, and El was known as a storm god. And they said they would have their way. Now, I don't know what Magic Grandma was dealing with.
Yeah.
Bill Withers made a song called Grandmother's Hands.
Grandma's Hands.
Grandma's Hands?
Yeah. You remember the grandmas would do this.
You know what I mean? Priest, I can see Priest.
Yeah.
Grandma's hands.
Hey, Priest. The grandmas would rub their hands and touch your womb.
Let's talk.
Yo,
Talk, bro.
Yeah. I mean, this what I'm talking about. So it's perfect that I came in on the segue of language.
Exactly.
This is what I'm talking about. Is we connect back to great grandmas and grandpas through our blood, through our language. You feel me? So it's good that we remember these things. We remember these customs, these rituals, these ceremonies that our great grandparents did, because that's one way to restore the language. And that'll keep us in favor with the Most High.
Right.
Those of our people that are not in favor with or in tune with the energy that's on this planet right now is because they're not in tune with their DNA, which means they're not in tune with their ancestors. Period.
Right.
We are what our ancestors were and always have been. I don't care what period of time we go to. We are that.
That's a fact.
And right and exact right now, in the flesh right now, we are that and always have been. Yeah. Only thing is missing is the language, but we figured it out through music, and that's the beauty.
And
that's the beauty.
Wanted to add on, Kil Ripkin. You know what I'm saying? You was right about as far as the comic books. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you know that's phenomenal what you said. I want to watch that documentary you're talking.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna get that name, bro. Me and my pops.
Let me add on.
Hit me about that. He was blown away because he didn't know.
One thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Black Panther was one of the first superheroes.
Talk to him.
That was really about the revolution.
That's real. You follow what I'm saying? Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. He was one of the. There was the Fantastic Four. Spider-Man and Black Panther was one of the main characters of Marvel Comics at that way back in the 60s.
Yeah. I'll go back deeper than that. If you study the Zulu tribe, right?
Talk to them.
The Zulu tribes, they're black. Me and my wife used to be like, black people got tails. You ever say that? You ever heard that?
Yep.
Where that came from was, if you go look at the old pictures of the Zulu tribe, they would actually take the leopard's tail and put it back there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, they would actually put the leopard's tail back there.
Praise God.
So you would have like, you know what I'm saying, the like Shaka or his father. You know, they wore the leopard crowns. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The leopard coat. Why? Because they was embodying that. They was embodying the animal, spiritual nature of the leopard, of the jaguar, of the lion, like the Sphinx. Right. The Sphinx is what? The man head with the lion body. Right. So we would embrace that as a warrior characteristic amongst ourselves, which gave us what? Superpowers, because not only did we have the power of man, but now we had the power of animal too. Right. Which will make us invincible in war if you embraced it.
Right. How could you say a person could split an atom to make a nuclear bomb if he wasn't dealing with the anti-physical world? I mean, the antimatter world, to go into the science of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Horse knocked out a horse, but you will hear legends that will channel in once you was in tune.
Here go cold one. You
just go.
What's his name? Ramos and Remus. What's his name?
Romulus and Remus.
They was what?
They was born.
I'm gonna talk about Alexander. I want to talk about
Romulus and Remus. I
want to talk about him.
They was born from a she-goat, right?
Yeah. It was what?
Alexander the Greek wasn't black, bro.
He said,
I'll
talk to you too.
It was raised by wolves.
He's wrong. Yeah, wolves.
It was raised by wolves and suckled by wolves. So they're zoo type because of where they come from in Europe. That was animal that, you know what I'm saying? You ever seen 300 when they had the fight between the Spartan and the wolf? They take their son out and they throw
Remember that scene?
That's African. They would go out there and fight the lion.
Exactly. Yeah.
What it is though is the wolf is more of a pack than lions.
They take out.
But they'll say that.
Well, I wouldn't. When I think of you got to put into another chamber.
This is what it is though, is that man himself, right? Yeah. Man himself is weak. He has to be tested and put through the fire in order to gain his higher strength. You know what I'm saying? If you've been pushed through the threshold in life, whether it's been going to jail, this or whatever, you feel like you have a greater sense of strength with yourself. It's just like brothers that come out of jail. If you ain't never been to jail, you see a brother come out of jail, subconsciously or consciously, you might look at that brother as being stronger than you because you know that he actually had to be tested in order to make it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just the same way as with Romulus and Remus, where they had to actually go through the wolf pack, which made them stronger than the average man.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep because I know the story, but I never looked at that because I love that movie 300.
Yeah.
That scene in that movie.
But they lied
is one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
But I never thought about it like you just broke it down. I was like, all right, that's the scene. That's the scene. Because Greece was before, right? Greece was before Rome.
Yeah.
But they put that in the movie.
Yeah, but that's the down. Here's the psychological part of it. That was a downplay Persia.
Right.
It was the greatest empire at that point.
At that
And
time.
then you're gonna tell the world that 300 men.
Right.
Well,
you know how Hollywood do it.
And you want to make Xerxes into a gay nigga. Actually, Xerxes was the one who did. He prophesied it, and everything Xerxes said came to pass.
Go ahead, God. We know, Priest, we talk about it. I think me, you, and
Xerxes did not lie.
We've always talked. We always talk about the 300s, Kil Ripkin. Yeah. And that's a false movie.
Yes,
it is. I mean,
Xerxes destroyed them.
Remember, I told you, chop Leonid's head off.
Anything Hollywood give us would be in reverse.
Yeah. And they put it in the book, and they still tried to make the 300 like they won. No, you lost.
No, Xerxes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy.
He made it to part 2. Leonidas did.
The other guy, yeah. Leonidas got knocked out. You know what he had to put another guy in there.
That thing is this. Xerxes, not Xerxes, but United said, he said that, the 300 men came and we proved that a god could bleed.
God. Call him a god.
You know what I'm saying? That a god could bleed.
Right.
Then look, then you fast forward it, right? You fast forward it to Arnold Schwarzenegger against Predator, right?
Yeah.
And then Arnold Schwarzenegger says what? He got the green blood on the leaf. He say what? If he bleed, he can what? He can die.
And Predator.
Yes.
If he bleed, he can die.
Right.
Kill him. You can kill him.
Right.
So that's their whole psychology.
Yeah.
If you bleed, we can kill you, and we're gonna figure out a way to
take you out.
But Xerxes. Well, let me say this though, bro. Did Xerxes win or did he lose?
He won. They just made
in 300. But see that? No, it's called. When you put something in somebody's mind and they believe something that's not real, when they put it in your mind to believe, to make you believe that 300 was the heroes, when actually they were the losers.
Again,
go ahead.
Hollywood gives us certain aspects of history in reverse. They've been doing that since the beginning. You know what I mean? So they'll make the enemy, the hero look like the enemy, and
thank you
exactly.
Yeah,
and you gotta understand.
It's just like
those visuals. Those visuals, they do something to the psyche.
You got 2 days to leave.
Yeah, gotta get out of here. You got mad. Hey,
man.
That's why they make yo.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead, God.
The coldest thing, man, is belief. I'm gonna tell you how cold belief is. Right now, we just had this whole election, right?
Break it down.
In my aspect, right? I mean, me personally, I'm not gonna cast a stone for somebody to say that they my president. Me personally, you feel me? Because I believe within myself that I can run my own kingdom.
Right.
I can plant vegetables, I can create water, and I can create electricity just like any other man on this planet can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I can, as a king, right, the king of America, right, if he can convince the 85%, right, to cast the stone for him, right, then that mean that they what? Believe in him as their what?
Savior.
You know what I'm saying? Their God, the government of democracy.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? That's where their God comes from. That's what they believe in.
I'm gonna use that.
Guns, oil, and drugs.
Guns, oil, and drugs.
Priest said that too back in the day.
So
I like that. Guns,
But see, that's that again. Go ahead, bro.
And now for 400 years, you done turned them into basically now indentured servants, right? To the point where they have freedom, but they're still not free because they still have to pay for rent, mortgage, utility, and they still pay taxes to Caesar, a republic, correct?
That's right. That's right.
So now, every 4 years, you hype them up so that they'll have belief in you again to give you power again for the next 4 years.
Okay.
So then, you know what I'm saying? Now, they got our own people ravishing and fighting over the duality system between liberals and conservatives.
Right.
Because
you know
now
why?
People don't believe in themselves. They believe in who?
Him.
Yeah.
So that's why I say the power of belief is so crazy.
Government, how you said it? Government, ordinance,
And government of democracy.
Of democracy, right? Well, there's many different aspects of God, of God. There's many different aspects of that. And again, where we fall short as melanated people is that we believe, we don't no longer know that we are the generator, operator, destroyer. We are the true God. We are the highest. We are the highest form.
Generator, operator.
Yeah. We are the. Nothing.
That's how we spoil dropping the ball.
Nothing should take place in this realm without us giving it that authority, because we hold the highest form of living here on this plane. You see, so as the true and living gods, the generator, we don't, you know what I'm saying, the operator and the destroyer. The prophet said, I'm gonna leave the European in government long enough to show us how to run one. You feel me? But we've gotten so used to the democracy way of doing things is that now we just believe that's the way it's supposed to be. So the destruction part of us, that every form of government that takes form and we don't agree with, we the people should be able to destroy that and build another one back up.
So here's my question.
Yeah, but you know, that's just the...
I know.
Yeah,
hold on. Ripkin. Here's my question, brother. And you can go as far as you want. You can say, preach. No, man, you ain't gonna start this. Here's my question. Was the pyramids designed? I'm not gonna say for water.
What? Good. No, see, why am I the villain?
Well, no. Hold on.
I'm gonna say this.
No, why are we talking? What they were designed under each star, purposely, to your best of knowledge, to align with the heavens bodies, the celestial bodies, to connect us with the celestial, because we are still. Or is that the European not understanding the way that the ancient Kemetic people thought?
There you go. I love this question.
Each one, teach one, bro.
Now, I was just thinking, I was laying in my bed.
I know it's gonna let you go, Kil.
I was laying in my bed and I was just thinking about, damn, man, you just read my mind. I'm telling all you, now I was born, Kil Ripkin. I was just thinking about this the other night. You know, who want to go first? Because I got a whole thing.
About it the other night, so...
Break it down,
well, listen. When I build on the pyramids, I know this for a fact. The original.
It's so funny.
The other night, so I was like, shit, you might well finish your thought.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We are on the land.
It is a long time.
How can I say this?
I'm sorry, man.
Let's go.
All the original giant pyramids and mounds are originated here in the Americas. America has more pyramids here than anywhere else in the world. So we got to deal with it.
Have your time.
We got to deal with it from that aspect first, because again, you know, when we talking about being disassociated or disenfranchised from who we really are, we have to start there. They always placed us outside of where we are always been. You understand? And so to answer that question, I definitely think because we were the original mound builders, that it was built for us to connect to our celestial selves. Had nothing to do with the European. He came on. I mean, we have books older than them, so there's no way they could have. We have books older than the European, brothers. There's books that are in print that are older than them. You feel me? So we have to keep that in mind too. So there's no way that they could have had any type of influence when it comes to the pyramids on us, because we were the original mound builders from time immemorial. You know, so that's the best way I would answer that question, if that makes sense to you, brothers.
Well, yes or no? Did we connect it?
Let me add on real quick with that.
Did it connect us to the universe?
Whether bottom or top. Did it connect it with the universe?
Yes. As above, so below.
Yeah,
that's exactly why it's like that.
Now, the proof of that
Talk to him.
is Washington, D.C. In the architectural structure of Washington, D.C. When they're talking about Ben Bay,
yes, Islam. There you go. There you go.
And Benjamin Banneker.
Yeah, Benjamin Banneker
that was his other name.
was building from the sky. He was building from the sky.
That's right.
And the Mason was building from the ground.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So he was building it in accordance to the ground because that's Grecian, that's Greco-Roman. You see what I'm saying? So what science did they go under to seek to have an understanding of the celestial? So indiscriminate to where the pyramid structures or the mounds are built, they're built in accordance to the celestial. Why? And how can we prove that in no limited time? The pyramid structures that they had built was built from the top down and not from the ground up. In the same way that you're built.
That's right.
From the top down. You see what I'm saying? From the crown to the root, not from the root to the crown.
It's like turning the 5-pointed star upside down.
Right. So when they show these structures, they show these structures in that way. So you can say, okay, all of there's more pyramids here than any place else, right? We would have to, see that in no limited time. You see what I'm saying? How they're built, how they're constructed, where they're positioned. You understand what I'm saying? Where they're positioned and what celestial bodies they're lined up with. That's where you see it. You see what I'm saying? And their particular coordinates is in the pyramid math. Mm-hmm. So y'all was talking earlier about, people coming into the temple. So you had a priest in every city for the temple. So when the people came for the offerings, they had to get the offerings to the priest, and the priest would present them in that way. You understand what I'm saying? So now, if you start talking about a scribe or somebody who had the seal for the city, they had the seal in regards to what it is. Those scribes whose names are written on those pyramid structures, they have a school that they went to learn how to scribe. You understand? So if they put something on those pyramids, they went to school to learn how to be those scribes. You understand? So if you seen something like in the Nile Valley, they got determinatives. In Nile Valley culture, they got determinatives. So when you look at the glyphs, if there was something that was there that was like a punctuation or a period, that's what you have, a determinative. A determinative serves as like, okay, we're going from this sentence to the next sentence. So when you study Nile Valley culture, you understand everybody else's building structural culture. And you can see the interjection from where everybody else's space had got the influence from. So again, that my question, but the answer to the question for me is celestial to terrestrial. In the same way, you can see the evidence of how they said the designs was built and the structures that was built that's identical that you could find in Washington, D.C. to where you would find in a place like Memphis, if you in, or Luxor, or any of these other spaces.
Where you'll find ancient mounds and maybe even.
Hold on, I want to say this because I ain't come in yet. Sorry to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
But I have I'm just saying, when you use the word pyramid and then mound and pyramid is not the same thing. The word pyramid is a mathematical term. It's like the word tetrahedron.
Right.
Yeah. So hold on. A pyramid is perfect. A mound is not particularly perfect. It's kind of
I'm talking about them from a power source from the aspect of both being power sources.
Well, I think
places where we would, our ancient ancestors will go to get certain information or even charge up.
I agree with that.
So be my
hold on. I agree with you on that. But when you look at the pyramids in Africa, Egypt, right? They're not the same as the so-called pyramids in America.
Explain that how.
Wow,
they're not. Yeah, well, you can compare them. The most perfect pyramid in the world is in Africa.
Stand on your square, bro.
So no, I'm not disagreeing with them. I'm just saying we have mounds, and I feel like I agree with Ripkin on this. Like if you look at the way that those buildings are built, you could tell they built it off the mountain. In Africa, like it had to be like a foundation there, and they kind of built it from there. But when you go to Africa and you deal with Egypt, there's a pyramidion like this. It's a couple of, you know.
Hold on, Sue. There's a couple when I saw.
Where?
The first one wasn't correct. They had to make another one.
Yeah, because okay, now answer that question because they went through they had to perfect it. The three of them that's perfected is in Giza right now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about they went through somewhere with the mound.
Yes, but not only that, when you look at the first so-called pyramid, which is the pyramid of Zoser, it looks very similar to the pyramids in America.
What about Khufu though?
Right?
Remember.
Right. Here's the thing.
Hold on, Sue. You got.
This is my time, man.
I know it's your time, but we build it.
Bless. So what I'm saying is, I think that the building structures come about because of the environment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hot, very, very, very hot.
Well,
water. I need water, and I need water. This is the desert, brother.
Yeah, I know. It ain't no desert. I know that. What I'm saying, I'm not talking about what they was drinking. I'm saying that if you look at the Giza Plateau, that I ain't never been there, but I feel like the foundation was built first, and then they built to make it perfect. You follow that? What man Kep was talking about.
You talking about a desert?
A desert, but when you look at the pyramids in Mexico or in South America, it's jungle. Tropical. It's tropical and jungle. It's not desert. It's not no desert like. It's not desert like there.
I want to give Kil Ripkin.
So hold on.
I'm gonna say something, bro. But I just
hold on. I'm gonna make the second. The second part is that I go back and forth if the pyramids were tombs or were they machines. I go back and forth with that. I have no. Because I don't really know.
They were spaceships. They were tombs. They were healing.
But you know what I'm saying? I go back and forth with this from an engineering perspective. I constantly go back and forth. Brother? I study engineering. You gotta study engineering because if you don't study engineering, you can't have a concept of what the pyramids are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that I find strange about the Great Pyramid, the Pyramid of Khufu, is that you get up to the king's chamber, right? And there's a Neb Unk, as they say, called a sarcophagus, falsely translated, correct? And it's there, and on the side it's cracked. You follow what I'm saying? So there's some kind of there's a tomb in there. There's somebody had to lay in there. You follow what I'm saying? Or otherwise, it wouldn't be there. But I find that to be strange. What if it wasn't a body that was in there? What if they put in there?
Talk.
You follow me? Now we can get so-called. Yeah, now we can get so-called pseudo or whatever because Unc and all them brothers, they say no, Sewell's a tomb. It's a tomb. It's a tomb. And Gozi, no, Sewell is a tomb.
No, brother, how do you know?
That's what I'm saying. Here's my thing. Why would you build something that big to bury a human being?
So what if he wasn't a human being?
Because we were giants.
I'm gonna let you be.
But not only
let me
finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. You gonna add on to that. And not only that, here's another.
We were titans.
That's a factual thing. Most of the kings, right, and the queens, they were buried in tombs. They found the body of Amun. You follow me? They found the body of various different people in the Valley of the Kings.
Which is a curse, though. Upon the ones who go in there, the spider bite them.
Listen, they wasn't buried in pyramids, tombs. So when cats try to come up and say, "Oh, Rasul was a tomb," prove it.
They said Jesus was a tomb. Was he a fountain?
No, what I'm saying, what I'm saying is like if it was a tomb to bury someone in, all right, well, fine. We see the sarcophagi there, the Neb Ankh, correct? But why would you bury somebody in something like that? You follow me?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Otherwise, they had some kind of understanding of the universe.
Got to talk.
And the stars.
Got to.
Had to have that. Because why would you bury somebody in something like that? Like, you know, follow what I'm saying?
You just can't plant grape trees.
There you go.
Just to plant them. You gotta have the feel right. You gotta understand what you want to plant.
Right.
Because the farmer has to have an understanding of the celestial.
Right.
In order for his fruit to grow and what he want to grow.
Right.
You just can't go to China wanting to plant regular apples. Exactly. You gotta understand the heavens. You gotta be like, no, they don't grow here, bro.
There you go. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because I have to keep it real, man, y'all. You know, I can go deep.
Sorry, Kil Ripkin.
Oh, it's all good, Mo. It's all good.
On one tonight.
No, I'm just saying. Let's keep it. I just had a thought. Look, thought. What if the ancients, the king, would go inside that pyramid and energize himself inside that box?
No, they had other things to do that.
Come on, bro.
Well, we gonna build. It's my turn. Who turn?
I'm just saying, it's my thought. Hold on. Not yet. I'm finishing up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What if that was that? What if that was before that? They went up inside and you would get purified when you went inside there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't really understand why would you bury yourself in there?
I will tell you.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like maybe it was an energy source or something. To me, it was an energy source.
It was.
Right.
I'm gonna build.
That's how I have to say. That's what I believe.
Head on, man, Kil.
Go ahead. Let
me go in. So you have to really understand this. This is what a lot of brothers, you know, we confuse with what the kingdom of Kemet was. The kingdom of Kemet was a global empire.
I like how you said that.
It wasn't an empire that was just stuck inside of Kemet.
There you go.
So it's just like today. This is the best way I can explain it to you. Every king on the planet right now, right? If you consider the king, you wear a suit, right? So that means that an establishment or order has been placed where if you are considered yourself to be a king of nowadays, right? The new world order king, right? Then you as a government official, you wear suits and you wear things like that because you are part of the people that supposedly took over the world. Like when I say government of democracy, people think, oh, that's just an acronym. Not an acronym because the United States literally went around the whole world and told every country that if they wasn't a democracy, they was getting nuked.
Mm-hmm. Bully.
You know what I'm saying? So literally when Set got on the throne, he literally made the whole world, you know what I'm saying, worship God.
Get down and lay down. Yeah, get down and lay down.
You know what I'm saying? Literally. You go to China, you go look at Xi Jinping right now, he got a suit on. You go look at Vladimir Putin, he got a suit on. You go look at South African president, he got a suit on. So that lets you know that a global order has been established. That meaning that now, just like hip hop, you want to be a part of hip hop, then you got to dress like you part of hip hop. A global order has been established. So when we say that, oh, well, it's the most pyramids is in Mexico or the most pyramids in Egypt, it doesn't matter because it was still just one king that ruled across the whole world. And he established an order where everybody wanted to build a pyramid because of what they saw in Kemet. And not only did they want to, let me finish. Not only did they want to build a pyramid, but they also wanted to dress in leopard. So when you go look at the kings down in South America, you look at the old paintings of the Aztec kings. They dressed just like the kings in Kemet. They had on the jaguar. You know what I'm saying? They had pyramids. And the difference between the pyramids over here than the pyramids over there is that, and I've studied this, the pyramids over here, they got the same material that's on my land. They built in lava rock encased in concrete.
There you go.
So literally, that
How do
shows
they
you
move
how.
them?
No, I'm gonna show you. This is how they did it. When you look at the 110 freeway, the 110 freeway is one of the greatest marvels in America. People don't really realize it on how high the 105 goes up. You've been in the joint when you go to the freeway.
Yeah, you talk about the underpass and
The overpass,
the
one that goes over.
overpass. Yeah,
How was it built? That's one of the hardest stones on the joint. How is it built? It's built out of what? Poured concrete. So when the Europeans teach us, so when the European teach us, like, oh look, the Egyptians they took the blocks 500 miles away.
Right, no, they never say that because they never.
No, I'm just talking about what's the prevailing.
Let me finish. Go ahead, God.
What the prevailing knowledge is that we cut those stones perfect and then we placed them, and we placed over 1 million stones that weighed 4 tons each.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And made them in perfect alignment. Whereas when you go back just a little bit and you study Imhotep's pyramid, the Step pyramid, the first one built.
The first Zosa.
Yeah.
Zosa, correct.
The first one built, it was built how? Poured concrete. So the European, of course, using technology because he wanted to keep the knowledge to himself, he gonna go around the world and tell everybody what? That everything was cut precisely in the stone and it was this and that. Whereas if you really just study the knowledge on what he's
know what though?
let me finish.
Wow,
If you study the knowledge
taking
on what
me to
he's
another
doing
chamber
right now,
now.
he actually, what do? We took granite, poured it, and like them little boxes that you saw that's inside the pyramid, poured it in the boxes the same way you build the freeways now, pour the concrete in the boxes, boom, lift the box outside of the concrete, now you got what? A stone. A perfectly rectangular shape.
And you know what's crazy about
Let me finish. So now you got a whole pyramid that was built off of using poured concrete, right? Granite and limestone.
We call them Tahooties.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm starting to
So now
understand. I'm starting to understand.
Yeah.
Bro.
So
I never looked at it like this though.
So now we done built the pyramids. He know the science because of course Set knows the science.
Who?
Set.
Oh yeah.
So now he got the science, and what he gonna do? He gonna tell everybody else, yo, the Egyptians, they took these stones all the way from now, and they cut them perfectly, and they lined them up and built them in the pyramids, as opposed to the actual science of them actually being poured concrete stones, that was placed in blocks and stuff like that. So now, was they celestial? Of course, because we were a religious people as we are now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what is the capstone? When you go look at the old reminiscences of the capstones in the museums, the capstones was what? Dedicated to who? Asar. Mm-hmm. Which was who? The founder of the what? The nation. So, case in point, America's biggest monuments that were ever built are monuments that have been built towards what? The presidents of this nation.
Mm-hmm.
So the president of this nation, you know what I'm saying, has the biggest monuments in the country.
Exactly.
The White House, the Capitol.
Yep.
All built by slaves, black people in America. Now, going back in time, you go to Kemet. Kemet being a founding nation, right? The biggest nation in the earth.
That's right. You
build your monuments to what? Your highest form of authority, because without the highest form of authority in the nation, then there's no need to build a nation, because the nation needs a backbone in order for it to be built.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, we go to the Capitol Hill, right? They got Abraham Lincoln, and they got, you know what I'm saying, George W. Washington. They got, you know what I'm saying, all this science, they know they took it from us.
Right.
You go to the Mount Rushmore.
Right.
Who's up there?
Yeah, they got Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. Who else?
All the people that are founders of the nation.
Let me
finish building. So now, the capstone on the pyramid dedicated to Asar.
Yeah.
The other capstone that they took off, which was the Queen's pyramid, was dedicated to Aset.
That's correct.
You know what I'm saying? So now, if you want to, just like the Bible is nothing but what? A book that disinforms the people about the Son of God, which was who? All the kings of Kemet. Whether it was Menkaperah, Ramesu, all of them that follow within that bloodline as the rulers of the kingdom.
Right.
So now you have another ruler that comes up, and then here comes Caesar, tortures him, you know what I'm saying, puts him up on the cross.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he performs the same miracles. I just posted up a post on my page yesterday, and it says that in the Bible, it says that if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. Now, where did that term come from? That term came from the people who actually had faith, who moved mountains. Because in order to build a pyramid, you have to have the faith in order to what? Build it. Period. Point blank, period. So they threw that in there as a gem because, you know, those who have eyes, let them see, and those who can hear, let him hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So was it a monument that was dedicated toward the celestials? Of course, because what? We said that everything that we did came from above as below.
Yeah. So I want to ask.
So when we dealing with the Mexican pyramids, or we dealing with, you know what I'm saying, the different
let's go back to
Peru, we was all one connected people because they all lived up under the same authority of he who had conquered the world, which was us. Was the Egyptians in America? Did they? Come on, man.
Let me go back to the what you were
saying.
So
before you go, can you hold your question for a second? Kil got to go, so I want to give Kil an opportunity to say what he got to say before. He
go ahead, Kil.
Yeah, he got to leave in a few minutes.
Well, yeah, this was a dope build, man. I appreciate the build with you brothers, man. I will say this, and I love to continue this build, man, even if it's off this platform. You know what I'm saying? We could connect and just build, because that's really what it's about. It's about building, right? But I will say this: we I love Africa. I love the motherland. I love everything that it comes with, the resources, the natural, everything that comes with it. But we were always told about the motherland. What about the fatherland? See, we was always told to disconnect ourselves from the fatherland. And when we talk about the duality of things, we're missing that aspect of our history. So again, brother, everything you were saying was solid. And I definitely would love to continue this build, man, even if it's not on this platform. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is like, you know, cause
so tell the people where to find you real quick. Hold on, McCap. Let him drop his
Instagram, Facebook at Kil Ripkin. You know what I'm saying? We got Self-Medicate 2 coming out real soon. Shout out to Ja Freedom. My brother, he couldn't make it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Inshallah, he'll be able to, you know, make it the next time so we could build. But yeah, Self-Medicate 2, the refill is on the way. That's the album with my brother Ja Freedom. Basically, it was recorded on a healing vibration. That was the motive of the whole album. And you know, that's really what it is, man. We working. Alumni is the clique, you know, Royal Priesthood.
Yeah.
We got a lot of things in the work, man. So
if
we continue to build like this, we'll become unstoppable.
OD.
Let me say this to you, my brother. Since Kai Zodiac, which is one of the illest MCs, told me about you, I've been on. I said, this brother is fire.
Thank you, brother. Wow.
You, Ty Phoenix, me personally telling you, y'all lyricists, bro.
Thank you.
Never stop. Keep doing it.
Keep
Royal Priesthood. Let's go.
Royal Priesthood,
man.
I got a few beats too, man. Like we need
listen. Hey, look. Kil Ripkin at Gmail. Send them through. Let's work. Again, listen, you can ask Knowledge Born. You can ask Kai Zodiac. That's my pedigree, bro. I love you, brothers, man. I love what y'all do.
I'm gonna let you go.
Y'all keep sparking the mind always. You know what I'm saying? So until the minds meet again. Until the minds meet again.
Peace, Lord. Let me explain something to y'all, brothers.
Go ahead.
Especially you, Sue.
Pass me some of that goose, man.
Did the people
Nah, you
understand what I
good.
was saying?
No, they never going to understand. But I'm gonna say this.
Pass me some of that Kemet goose y'all got going.
Oh, you talking about the Hey Roo?
Yeah.
Listen,
Hey,
it's
Goose.
never.
I'm Hey Roo.
Hold on, brother.
that Falcon.
The thing is,
You trying to flag me down, man.
no, it says no, Sue, that see, this is why you get so much flack, Sue.
Who? What did you say?
No, because when you talking, you gotta talk with the people, like McKepper, not at them.
Well,
You
you
get
know, that's what I
tired
do.
of them. No,
I get information. Go ahead, but go ahead. That's just,
why you always put on that fake Jamaican sound when you say,
what you talking about. You know, I get, you know, I don't
you
know.
gotta
I
listen,
just get
you gotta
mad,
listen,
yo.
you gotta listen. Look, somebody said you a dope MC, first cause.
That's what's up. Thank you.
No
Thank
baby oil.
you. Shukran. No baby oil. What
No
does he
Diddy,
mean by that?
No Diddy, I guess. I don't know.
No baby. Why would he say that? I'm sorry.
Toast for the podcast.
Park
Right now.
Royal Priesthood.
Yeah,
Royal
Royal
Priesthood.
Priesthood.
Me
RP.
and Keparata great.
RP.
Melchizedek. And now it's born.
That's right. Why you say it again? Now it's born.
Now it's born. You know what I
You
mean?
get that?
Now
You
it's
get that?
born.
I thought.
Yeah.
No, but listen. Here's the thing. We gotta all realize that the faith of a mustard seed can move mountains, like you said. It takes the smallest thing. This is what Papa Wu told me. I'm gonna go with the science behind Papa Wu was heavy, bro. But I had the science to sit down with Papa Wu by himself. He told me stuff that he didn't tell it. Rested. And I took it like that.
Yeah.
Why you laughing, brother? It's real.
No, I'm not laughing.
What was you doing then?
And just like now it's born a law. Now it's born a law. You're one of the best speakers I've heard since Daddy Rose. And that's a lot. You know Daddy Rose. And I told Hakim, I said, yo, man, this brother used to talk, but he talked like he was preaching. He's a God. But he crying at the same time, not like Allah real.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, when you cry is different. When you make me want to cry, it's even extreme different. And that's where Now It's Born Allah possess.
Yeah. That was a deep build, man, because it's like, you know, I don't ever want us to be divided in our knowledge of understanding how great we was as a people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we weren't just people that were just secluded into Africa.
Tell them.
You know what I'm saying? We was people that was global. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? You can find pyramids in India.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And really what it is that take the word pyramid out of it.
Mm-hmm.
What it is that the exalting of what you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was in Mexico, they exalted the sun and the moon. That's why it's called the sun and the moon pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
And who you exalted would literally walk up those steps, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And stand at the top of that mountain and
literally
literally
sacrifice.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No,
because they did do.
They did human sacrifice.
Yeah.
Human sacrifice.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why though.
Why did
I'm gonna tell you why they did human sacrifices.
Yeah.
Because
I'm gonna tell you why. The Egyptians ain't do.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because back in the ancient days, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you was a person that was considered a person that was against nature.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
They
nature
put you
back
in-
then was they you was gone. So if you was doing stuff that was against nature, you was out of here. Whereas now, if you're against nature, you are exalted.
Yeah. They didn't have zoos. Let me go ahead.
Think about it, Lord. Back in the ancient days, would they would have put Little Nas X on a billboard for everybody to see to exalt him for the tribes of the people to see?
No, they didn't do that back then. You had to, you know what I mean? You had to win a war. You had to be a great warrior, or you had to be
well, then let's go.
Knowledge.
But see now, if you say win a war,
it's kind of like
not necessarily win a war, but you have to be a founding of the nation.
Now I'm going to go to Napoleon. I hate to do this. Well, you talk about
Napoleon.
Yeah, the short guy.
Yeah, he was short.
We just had to build big statues. Because
Napoleon has a statue. He's a little guy. That's probably why he conquered people like that, man.
It's nobody believe that. If you go to no disrespect, what's my man from Brooklyn name? Is it the shoes? Is it shoes?
Oh, you talking about Spike Lee?
Yeah.
Spike Lee.
No. Yeah,
Come on,
Jordan.
Is it the shoes? Is the shoes?
No.
He don't represent Brooklyn.
No.
But he does. Now I was born to let you know. Spike Lee represents Brooklyn, but he doesn't. Because you can't be going, is it the shoes, Mike? Is it the shoes? It was 50 Cent. Like, who would they let represent Compton or out here? Sure, it can't be Tyler the Creator. But, right, it's got to be somebody that represents with the people.
Right.
Something that the people love.
Right.
Now, me personally, I love Tyler the Creator work.
Tyler the Creator's off the chain, man.
He's incredible. He's one of my favorite artists.
The first video.
One of my favorite artists is Tyler Creator.
Yeah.
You know why? Not the fact that he's Nigerian. It's just the fact that
he's from LA, bro.
Yeah, but his background is Nigerian.
I didn't know that. Really? Wow.
AD.
His background is Nigerian? I never knew that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's dope.
He said,
shout out to Tyler the Creator, man. Odd Future, all y'all, man.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, Lord? Like, if
point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Back, you understand that? Like I always tell people, there's only really two kings that rule this world. And that's either sin
his
or
pops is
soul.
Nigerian, too.
Oh, yeah. That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? That's
awesome. I do my history before I talk about anything. I don't just go out there and say, man, the way you make string beans is you plant these seeds right here and give me.
Yeah.
Put them in the store, put wood on it, a string bean will come up. You'll have a crop full of nothing, and I'll be what? Over here lying to the people. Never lied to the people, that's what I think.
No, you know, we never gonna lie.
Before my word.
Yeah.
That's real, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you.
Have you not heard your word is bond regardless to whom or what?
Huh?
Come on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like, everything is flipped on topsy-turvy. Like literally. The north is considered up and the south is considered down. Whereas you look at Kemet, upper Kemet was considered what? Nubia, and lower Kemet was considered what?
Lower Kemet. That was Egypt.
Now what I'm saying is that the world has flipped.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because the power has flipped.
Right.
Now we call sub-Saharan Africans.
Yeah, it was never called that.
Never called sub-Saharan.
Thank you for saying that.
You know what I'm saying?
It never was called Middle East. You can't put.
How you gonna put the middle inside the East, Priest?
They did magic.
And that's what school is. School is nothing but
that's an
indoctrination of another white supremacist thoughts on who controls the world. Period. Point blank. Period. And so all of their thoughts on how they build things and stuff like that, they don't practice none of that shit. They tell you that shit was cut out in stone, but when they built the freeway on the 105, what they do? They pour concrete. You know what I'm saying? The same way that we did back then when we built the step pyramid.
That's what
if you don't do it, you die.
That's what I'm talking about, Priest. Can I listen? But I think that I never looked at. You know, when you talk.
So you never look at that, right? Could you please tell us what you?
Why are you saying like that?
No, because you always say I never looked at it that way.
I didn't look at it like that. I didn't look at it like pouring concrete. We see people pouring concrete all the time. But when the Europeans talk about the pyramids, they say, oh, they pulled the stones all the way from Aswan. You know how far it is from Aswan You follow me?
Well, you got
Egypt, that's crazy.
Yeah, because you gotta.
Your boats would sink,
because
bro.
they're getting paid off the mythos.
It's trick knowledge.
It's trick knowledge.
They want the money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He got me thinking now, like, wow, maybe they manufactured the stones right there.
Why wouldn't you?
There you go. I never looked at it like that.
Why wouldn't you? If
I'm not a stone mason. I'm not an engineer.
Right?
I'm not an engineer. Freeze laugh. I'm not an engineer. Nobody here is an engineer. Maybe I guess he's the only one men kept. He built. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're a carpenter.
He's a blacksmith.
Yeah, he's a blacksmith. So he knows these kinds of things.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. When you start, I know about cement because every stonework is cement.
Masons are. Yeah.
That's what masons are.
Yeah.
So when you said that, maybe they, you know what's crazy? Now I'm starting to think. Now you told me that. Yo, think about it like this, priest. Listen.
Yeah.
Maybe the Great Pyramids was built faster than we thought. Think about that.
But this is another fact a lot of people don't know.
That's crazy.
When you get on the throne, right, the first thing that they do is they prepare for your death. So, like, if you was born, like, say, for instance, Ramusu, he was born on the throne, right? The first day that he's on the throne, they're already preparing for his burial memorial. So they already start building the pyramids and everything like that.
You said the kingdom is more important than the Mitsubishi.
Come to the camera.
You said the kingdom is more important than the Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the kingdom is the Mitsubishi.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, but hold on though. You're preparing for your death. So are you saying the Great Pyramid is a tomb? When you say the death,
it is a tomb.
Oh, it is a tomb. So am I right? I said in what I said earlier is that I don't. Why would you build something that big to put a dead body in?
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because
you probably didn't listen to that. Don't make no damn.
Now, Ron, we need your help, Lord.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Come
they
on
didn't
in.
look at it as
They had known.
our dead body. He was the Nesubiti. He was the Son of God walking on earth. He was the Son of the Son walking on earth. He wasn't a mere mortal like everybody else.
So
you had command and power over the armies and all the people over the whole nation.
Right. So now we're talking power. Yeah. That's why it brings me back to my question about the aliens.
Mm-hmm. Aliens?
Yes. And as example says, right in front of your face.
Extraterrestrial?
Yes. Mm-hmm. If he says extra, I can say extra human. How you want it? You want me to say extra human?
Nah, come on, man.
Special, you want me to say star, superstar? Should I talk about Cyndi Lauper or Michael Jackson? Which one you want? Are they in the same bracket?
No, Michael Jackson not in the same bracket as Cyndi Lauper.
Yes. He exceeded that, but he's a star. But if you see Mike come in, what
Mike is a star, though. No. He's on another level.
What kind?
He's on a level
of fourth kind or the third kind?
He's the fourth kind.
Thank you. So now we tell him. Let's tell him. He even did a dance called the moonwalk.
The moonwalk. He walked to the moon.
Exactly.
Hey,
you know when Liza Mazzelli said this?
Go ahead.
She said, "Well, you have us. You had a bracket of celebrities, and then there was Mike. He was on another level. Yeah. He didn't sit with us. He dealt with another form of mind state than us. We looked at him as a megastar.
Yeah.
The West name would cook you superstar. This is what I'm talking about with the degrees of extraterrestrial. The degree and level of hybrid. And that's why I said, where the farmers, and I bring it to them, on a higher degree than the regular people. If you have a sense of understanding of what's going on, why would I talk to a regular person who don't? If we went to go watch football, would I talk to Sue to understand the science behind a football game? Or would I talk to someone who, like yourself, who says no? Because Sue going to tell me, what is he doing? Why he keep running through the middle? You're understanding, they're watching the same game though.
Well, me and Cat would probably say something different.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. But y'all watch it, but look, the understanding level, y'all watching the same game, but y'all not watching it on the same level.
No.
Yeah. he's an extraterrestrial at that point.
Yeah.
Because he sees it more. When the Chiefs just lost against Josh Allen, Josh saw more than what the defense of the Chiefs saw. Because Josh Allen at that moment was a superstar. He just don't have the rings to show. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes does. Yeah. Sorry, Josh. You have to try next year.
I'm going to add on to what you said. So imagine this, Lord. One time, I went over, what's his name? Akon. I went over Akon house over in Hollywood. My homegirl, Donna Aja. Shout out to Donna. She's Nigerian too. She's a singer. She invited me over his house. He was doing a movie, like a Coming to America type movie, right?
Right.
So I'm over his house. His house is one of those like Miami style houses where the whole house is white. You ever been in one of those houses, Lord?
Oh yeah, White House.
Yeah, where the whole house is white, the floor is white, everything. And it was summertime. What kind of effect does that have on you? You ever been in those type of houses where the whole house is white?
Yeah, it changes your mind.
It changes your mind, and it's hard to see.
Eddie Murphy, yeah.
Because the white be blinding you off the reflection off of the sun.
Woo! Let's go.
So imagine the pyramid. Yeah.
The beehive, the bees do that on purpose. They make everything and design a certain way so you can't understand their shit for the bear.
Yeah.
And the honey badger.
Yeah. So imagine this, Lord. Imagine me and you, we coming from Israel, right? And you see the pyramids, but you can't actually see the pyramids. You know why? Because the pyramids are encased in white limestone. So when the sun hits it,
it throw you off.
It throw you off because it's completely white, so you can't even see the pyramid itself. But what you can see is the gold capstone at the top.
Right.
So the gold capstone look like it's what? Floating. Because the white limestone is going to completely reflect the sun.
Right. So altering your sense of perception.
Altering your sense. So when you see it, all you see is a sword, the gold capstone floating at the top in the sky.
Right. Like Tom Brady.
Yeah. That's why they dismembered it.
Look left and then throw right.
That's why they dismembered it.
Yeah, good.
So they dismembered the whole pyramid to a point now where you see it now, where it's, the stones is, you know what I'm saying? The machine part of the pyramid is the magical perception of the capstone floating on the sky. That's why you see it floating on the dollar bill, because when people would actually see the pyramid, the white encasings of the limestone, like on a hot summer day, will make the pyramids damn near disappear because you couldn't see them.
So, Bekepper, this for you. Who and what are the netters?
The netters are the different powers and aspects of reality. Like Thoth. Thoth is the mate of Ma'at. So Thoth is what? Knowledge of mathematics and knowledge of written mathematics. And it's thought, the power of thought. That's where you get the word thought from. Now Ma'at is what? The nature aspect of mathematics, of karma, of what you put out there, you get back.
So wild question to you is why did the ancients just say that and they put a symbol of it on above if they did not believe that what they saw was an enigma to the nature itself?
Well, if you're trying to teach somebody, right, or you want to remember something, right, you have to first put it in the form of an image. It's like when we teach kids, right? If I want to teach a kid about A, when we used to see those little cardboards up on the wall, you'll see A, and then you'll see what? Apple. Because apple and A make the same noises. You know what I'm saying? And apple is the same representation of A. So if you're trying to teach somebody something, you have to first put it in picture form, because picture form is universal for everybody to understand.
Okay.
If I tell somebody, look, that's a dog right there. Now, and I would say it's a cat.
We're going to go deep.
In Spanish.
It's for Don's Born. I'm going to go there, and soon coming back, I'm going to take him all the way there. I want y'all to take me down a rabbit hole, bro.
So, cat.
Since you know so much about Kemet, we're going to go, bro. Because you want to explain the netters and the netters mind state.
Oh, the faculties of your spirit.
Who are the netters and what are the lectures about, and what are the lectures to teach me. Coming into the lecture dome, into the lecture understanding what the lectures taught. Who is that? What am I? And what is my relationship to that of the lecture?
I'll give you an example. You ever go to the observatory?
See.
So if you go to an observatory, you know, if you look up on the wall, it's a picture of the Nesubiti, and what do we got in his hand? You remember?
An arrow.
What is it? It's the observation.
Telescope.
Observation telescope. What is that telescope used for?
Telescope is to see within the universe.
It is.
The microscope is to see micro. The microscope is to see the micro universe.
Now I'm gonna tell you, that telescope that they use, right? Because I had to use it up on the land.
Right.
Is to tell you the distance between one point and another point if you want to build a street, road, or a pyramid.
Go ahead, bro.
You know,
you know how to look into the camera.
So like,
say that again, bro.
I'm letting y'all rock right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all rock right now.
Be out here sometime and you see somebody street fixing the street, and he'll have like this little thing out there, and it got a little telescope on the top of it, and then he's looking down at the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What that is to make sure that the diameter and the feet between whatever they're trying to build, whether it be an electrical.
When I talk about Galileo, that watched into the universe, that said,
see, it's a lot of shit they got out of them tombs that they don't tell everybody.
Yeah, but we're gonna go through it. It's the problem. Yeah, we got to go through it. The 1600.
So Neter is you. Neter is not just faculties of you.
Surveyor, correct. Called a surveyor.
Neter is you. When you say who's the Neter, who's the Neteru, you're talking about yourself. You're talking about living beings. You're talking about families that live. You're talking about people that live. That was elevated and raised up to God level. These were people that lived. These not just faculties. These not just things outside in your imagination. This isn't just like they could represent higher principles, but they was people that lived. You know what I'm saying? Like Neter is translated as God or gods, but
it means nature.
It's higher. It's higher. So the family of nature, when you start talking about mother, father, nature, that's a family. When you see what I'm saying? When you start looking at Neter, you start looking at family. You start talking about families that existed. You see what I'm saying? So if you say Osir existed, that means he would be the first ancestor. That means he lived and he died.
Yeah, he's the founder.
So if he's father of Neter and Osset is mother of Neter, that means that they were alive. That didn't mean that they didn't exist. You understand what I'm saying? So when we start talking about their family, we start talking about Set or Satuk or Sutesh, he lived. When we start talking about Harold Behudet, you start talking about Edfu, that's a city. That's a city named after Neter that lived. These are people that lived. You see what I'm saying? So
we also represented as principles within the kingdom, because I give you an example.
Because that's how the people are supposed to live.
That's how the people are supposed to live.
That's how the people are supposed to live, by the cities. You see what I'm saying? So they venerated the people that came before them. That's their ancestors. They left offerings to them. That's their ancestors. They wrote letters to them. That's their ancestors. We can't spook out Nile Valley like they not African like everybody else. You understand? Like that space of Nile Valley culture was the through line for everybody else to have what they have.
Yeah.
So when you start looking at other people's culture, when you start looking at Vodou or any of these other cultures, this is where this should come from, basically. You see what I'm saying? Like this is where it come from. Like, Congo got some deeper science, but what I'm saying is, in regards to that, these are people that live.
Yeah.
So once these people live, like what's my man name? Ptahhotep. He lived.
Oh yeah, Ptahhotep.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the teachings of Ptahhotep was based off of Ptahhotep who lived.
Yeah.
You understand? It ain't just, oh, okay. This is some wisdom of the sages. The sages were alive.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So we go to any of the cultures, whether in the ancient space, when we look at their God figures, if Jesus was real, Jesus was fucking alive. You understand? He lived and he died. Right?
Yeah,
so the people might say, hey, he died for your sins. So then they start talking about the 13 crucified saviors. We could go through all of the pantheons. The gods that existed, they lived.
Talk.
The gods that existed, they lived. So now, what does that mean for you? For you to be able to look at those, the way that they live and extrapolate principles. Buddha ass was alive. You understand? Like, so they're talking about people that lived, and when they transcended or they left the planet, the principles that they left, they live with. So it's based off of people that live. Because when you go back to those particular forces, when you go back to interface with those particular forces, they live. You ask them for things that are living. So you have a pantheon in between. You have your ancestors, those people who lived before you. You beseech them for things. You got forces of nature. You beseech those forces of nature for things, and then they go back. Everything has a supreme form. So when you go all the way back to the things that are above Neter, the Father, Mother, Neter, those things in those supreme form, they manifest different. So when Rasul was talking about Heru earlier, about how it's named, when you write it, Heru got so many forms. So you got Heru the sun, but you also got Heru War. That's an older, more supreme form, a more advanced form of Heru. You continue to go back through the pantheon and you figure out from each succession on how they live. But again, these were people that lived. These were that lived.
That's deep. You said that. That's deep. Yo. That's deep.
Because we deal with the science of God.
Yeah. Tell them what I just told you. You can look at the picture.
I heard when I was born, so but you added on.
Yeah, because you can look at a picture of me when I was 7. You go, who that? I say, that's Priest. But that's not me. This is me here, but that is me. But there's 2 versions of me. There's the 7-year-old me, and there's the me now.
There you go.
Right.
That's who I used to be in the cocoon state, but then I evolved and changed into what I am now, looking at myself. The youngest picture of me is.
And then you look at your seeds, you see the same thing. When you see your children, you see the same thing.
Thank you, Solar Gems. The oldest picture, the youngest picture of me is also the oldest picture.
Yeah.
Explain that. It's like he did. Like
that's a fact.
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie, Not As Born, called Gods of Egypt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, besides the whitewashing of the whole or whatever, if you catch the principles of the movie, right, you'll see that once Set got into power, right, he had to go and conquer all the different principles of the kingdom that made the kingdom great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So pull some Thanos shit off.
Principles, because if you want to have a great kingdom, right, then you have to master the principles of thought. If you want to have a great kingdom, then you have to master the principles of Ptah. If you want to have a great kingdom, you have to master the principles of Ma'at.
You can't be Batman.
You have to have the principles, just like they say that George Washington was the founder of this nation. So they understood that in order for them to have the foundation of a nation, they have to have a founder. Same way that Kemet has his founder of being
Batman has to understand Gotham.
So you have to have those different principles in order to have a great nation. So Kemet, we just got blessed with having the aspect of having, like you said, those people being actually alive. But all throughout this whole kingdom that we live in now.
Now where did Kemet?
Who they are.
Who founded Kemet?
It's that water.
It's the water.
Even in the Bible,
that's what separated them from
Kemet. No continent in the world like
so who founded Kemet then?
The water.
Who found it? Who found it? Kemet?
Yes.
I think it was a universal principle, like he said, based off of Saw, but it started in the south at Kerma.
So
it started at Kerma first. Before
brother, you just
hold on. Let me go in.
So Assad and Aset, they started. So Assad and Aset started Kemet, or Kemet existed before them? Where did they come from?
Talk.
All right.
Come on, let's go.
Before the kingship.
You gotta explain it, brother.
I'm going to explain. Before the kingship, you had Kerma.
That's like saying what started first.
Hold on. No. We had listen. When you go back to Kerma, you had the Shimsu, the Shimi Heru. This the word Har or Heru.
You gotta show facts on that.
You have it. We have it. We have the oldest stone in Sudan.
Yeah.
I don't got my computer to show the steels, but y'all can look it up. The oldest inscription of the kings, right, is found in Sudan.
Okay.
In the south.
That's the Green Sahara.
Yeah, I think it all was green at one time. But let's deal with the facts. Let's deal with the facts. They have you see the symbol of the falcon always represented in the south. Why? Because the falcon represented authority. The Egyptians
explain to us why the falcon.
Because it ruled the skies.
Is the best flyer.
It's the best flyer. Is the African? What I would say African? Hold on, man. Chill.
I'm gonna tell you how
the raptors and the falcon is the fastest flying bird. Human beings at that time, Africans, whatever we say, they were able to observe the falcon. They were able to capture it, and they embodied it and said this animal or this nature was the authority of the sky.
But they go to the water.
They fly above the water. The highest spot.
Deepest in the ocean.
Yeah, well, we can talk. That's a different. It's not. You talk about the body. We talk about Heru. That's what we talk about. All right. Well, first we go deal with the sky. Let me explain myself. So you had the falcon. It soars above the clouds, the storms.
I know a black eagle.
You follow? No, not higher than
that's a black.
Well, in Africa, hold on. In Africa, in that particular part of the world, the falcon ruled the skies.
You better get your shit together.
Yeah, I mean, the vulture didn't rule the skies. Why would the ancient Egyptians? Hold on. Why would the ancient Egyptians erect the falcon?
Because they didn't know as much as we know now.
Yeah, we can say that. We can say that. Listen, bro. We're dealing with the symbols, the symbolism that we see. The falcon was an authorial symbol of the sky.
No, bro, but it wasn't.
Listen.
No.
When you
sun is.
No, listen.
Yeah, that's why they embodied the falcon in the sun as one.
No.
As one. Or you say
the falcon is not the top.
It's not. The sun is. Ra. Heru.
Your belief system.
Look. Ra Heru Kahuti. Or Heru Kahuti.
So you start on that.
The horse, no. They talked about the horse. The falcon. Hold on. The falcon. Hold on. It's a nature.
Life.
Because the falcon is at the beginning of the.
Was the now there or not?
The now is there. We're talking about the sky, Priest. We're not talking about. We're talking about the sun. Because when we talk about the Nile, we got to deal with the alligator, the hippopotamus, and various creatures that was there. Yeah, but the falcon didn't sit there and stare at you. He's not going down there. No, he's not. He's small. He's gonna look at the. He's gonna look. That's why they had the authority. The hippopotamus is powerful, but the falcon
zoo types, right?
They were wrong.
The falcon was able to observe the whole land.
Let me explain for you.
You can't, we can't even see falcons now.
Listen, I love
Patrick. You talking about zoo types, right? You talking about, and you ruling the kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm ruling this kingdom right here, right? All the people that's inside of my kingdom, I'm gonna put things in there that they can relate to.
Hey,
okay.
So I'm not gonna go get different kind of animals that they never seen before.
Okay. So how about this? Why does America use the eagle? Why does America use the eagle?
Let me finish.
Explain that. That's on the back of the dollar bill. A bald eagle. Yes. Yes. A bald eagle. Now you say not a golden eagle. A bald eagle. A bald eagle is a symbol of authority.
No. A golden is more powerful.
right? But here in America is a bald eagle.
No, bro, they get that from the Indians.
Doesn't matter. They still use it.
No, the natives got that.
It doesn't matter. They still use it. The Europeans took that symbol. All right, fine. It's still an authoritarian. Hold on. I already know the science.
You're right.
I know the Native Americans.
You're right.
They stole that
authoritarian symbol. They stole it from them.
The Falcon.
They knew about the Eagles, not Americans.
No, the Pilgrims didn't know. The motherfuckers.
They knew about the wolf.
The natives knew about the wolf.
But they didn't know the whole science.
But the Europeans know nothing about it. Go ahead.
So listen, you're right. The Falcon was the highest symbol of authority in Kemet because everybody's seen a Falcon.
Yeah, and they called the king, the Nisubiti, Peru.
Yeah.
That was the title. But Ra, like you say, or
he was
Ray,
the one that can fly the highest close to Ra.
Huh?
He was the one that can fly the highest close to Ra.
Exactly. There's no disagreement.
But
can't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
I'm not disagreeing with that.
So I know where you're going.
Yeah,
no, come back.
So they gonna cost you.
It's not more vicious than the vulture, bro.
Like, give you an
It's
example.
not.
The vulture cut open. The vulture sits down with lions.
That motherfucker's big. It's like this big.
But they don't fly. The vulture don't fly as high though.
No.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't.
But when it comes down to staring at each other first,
The Falcon is majestic.
Yeah.
Brother, I never disagree with you on that.
I give you another
It's
example.
majestic. He
Yeah,
watches
yeah,
everything. The Falcon watches everybody fight. Like the sun.
Hold on, listen.
Go
What's
ahead,
the
go
zoo
ahead.
type for California? What's the zoo type for
The
California?
bear.
Thank you.
The bear.
The
The
bear.
bear. I know. The bear.
Who's the
Go
top
ahead.
predator?
And that's why.
Are they over the counties?
Yes. The
And
bears
then-
that eat a cow. You ain't gonna see no bears. The coyotes and the bears is not hanging out.
Huh?
The
They
coyotes
not hanging out, bro.
Nah, they don't hang out.
The bears and the coyotes don't hang out, Priest.
The coyotes are a more seek click. And I'm gonna tell you another one.
They are.
They're called raccoon. You ever ran across a raccoon, nigga?
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk this nigga.
Yo, I know about raccoons.
Don't play that shit.
Yeah.
If you fuck with one of them, you gotta fuck with all of them.
Indeed.
And check it out.
See?
My man, rest in peace.
You got attacked?
Yes.
You got attacked by what?
He
A
kicked
raccoon?
One raccoon. Look.
They got attacked. Who the fuck? Who gets attacked by a raccoon?
Watch what he told me. He kicked the fucking alpha raccoon. You know what the raccoon did? He went and got the fucking whole clique. And it was at the same spot. And that's why they do the coyotes. The raccoons was there like it was good.
Yeah.
And they run up in your shit.
And the shit.
And once he point to the fucking spot where you at, they come and they want your ass. And they don't want everybody, just you.
Just you.
Yeah. Yo, let me tell you. You know how you fucking stop raccoons? You gotta kill the alpha, put them and hang them up. This is what the coyotes do.
Yeah.
When they kill the alpha, you gotta put them and leave them in the street to let them, because once they can't find the alpha, they say, "Oh no, motherfucker, we all coming for your ass." It's gang war.
Yeah.
So the coyotes, they team up.
Yeah, but watch this. The raccoons not scared.
The wolves do that too.
The wolves are beyond the fucking coyotes. They're smarter than them.
Exactly.
But they killed the natives, and a lot of people kill the wolf because they want their fucking attribute, how they roll. The wolf is a fucking incredible nigga.
He's incredible. He's loyal.
Thank you.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
run in packs.
They run in packs.
Yeah.
Lions know this pride. They know the wolf.
And they know that in order to survive, they all got to roll together.
Let's be honest. I like the painted dog better. I think they're the best. They're from South Africa.
Oh, you talking about the African wild dog?
Yeah,
you know why that joint
is sick.
The wild
Them
dog.
niggas, they run and they
Yeah, but they
stick
kind of
together.
crazy though.
Yeah, but
You know how they kill?
They're the best.
They kind of crazy. I watched a crazy movie. It's called Gold.
They
watch
kill.
that movie?
They kill by just running you to death.
That's it.
And they
They
eat you.
set up the whole fucking.
Yeah.
They set up
Yo,
the whole thing. Listen,
They eat
none
you
of-
too.
Yeah, but watch
Yeah,
this.
they run you to death, literally.
Watch this. They don't do nothing without the seek. Everything they do.
They roll in packs like wolves.
Yeah.
He said the wild dogs are the most successful
Thank you.
hunters on the land.
They're except
Because they just really
set
just
up
run
all the
your
whole
ass.
shit. And
They just
one
run
per-
your ass to death.
Thank you. And this person.
Like Jason.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
And look, check it out.
Jason.
Check it out.
You be running, you be
Yeah.
falling and shit.
And
you
they
just
have
start
one
walking.
here. They set up the whole fucking jungle.
You gotta kill them, yo. You gotta kill the wild dogs. You gotta take them out.
You can't kill them. You know why? Because they know you want to kill them because they're so successful. They'll set up shit here, there, and there. So I'm chasing you, right? They already know you up there, 20 miles ahead. They set the whole shit up. The football players. They'll sit this motherfucker all the way out. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. We are advanced now. Yeah. We are keeping it our forefathers. You're saying, no, we are deep in our forefathers. Do you know they didn't know nothing about the killer whale?
I knew everything.
Thank you. Because they'll say this. They'll say the baddest motherfucker in the sea is the fucking white shark. That's a lie.
No. Do you know, Lord, I'm going to tell you something.
A lot of people don't know.
The orca is the best. And now we find out the sperm whale.
They eat.
But the sperm whale.
Sharks.
You know what the biggest temple in the world is right now, Lord?
Sperm whale? It's bigger than the orca?
Check it out. Yes.
Yeah,
check it out.
You know what the biggest temple in the world is, Lord? You know what the biggest temple in the world is?
Good. You say.
You don't know. You drink.
What? I know.
You know what it is.
I know what it is. You tell me.
It's the temple of Amen.
Where's that at, brother?
In Kemet.
Somebody said the
Exactly
blue whale.
where at,
the
bro?
blue whale's big and big, the strongest, bro.
Built the temple of Amen.
You talk about Karnak, the greatest temple
ever built
in the
still.
world.
Now,
and I gotta give my brother for that.
Yeah.
See, I keep telling y'all, the white man keep telling y'all about the Colosseum in Rome. Denzel Washington is in the Gladiator.
So you got all this history.
No, I do not.
No, because
you don't. The greatest temple is the temple of Karnak,
that's
brother.
what you saying. He's saying that.
No, I already knew that.
No,
I already knew that.
No.
I knew that
Who's
already.
the best team in the NFL?
What?
Yeah. I'll be down.
Rick, get out of here, yo. No, Rick's great. I don't know. I don't. The Chiefs. They're the best right now.
That's what they would say.
Okay.
The Bills just torn.
No, they lost. Stop it. Stop it. You already told. No. Don't be playing with games. Yo, we already had a conversation earlier.
Ask you a question. Answer the question.
The Chiefs is better. They lost, right?
Yeah.
But hold on. The Buffalo Bills is not going to win the Super Bowl, Priest.
Who's the best team? And the McCaffrey, no? McCaffrey won't even ask you. He won't even look at you.
You the main ball. You know, McCaffrey, you the super.
Who's the best team? Don't even tell me.
He's not going to. He's going to say his team. He's going to say who he likes.
No, he's not. Because he would have said the Bengals. And he's not going to say
Go ahead, God.
Right now,
go ahead, God. Who's the best? Go ahead.
The NFL right now?
You tell us right now. Go ahead. I'm not going to say nothing.
I ain't going to lie to you. I think the best team in the NFL
camera,
right now.
Come in the camera.
Right here. I think the best team in the NFL right now is the Baltimore Ravens.
What? Yo, you crazy, bro.
I think Lamar Jackson's the best quarterback right now.
No. The Lions.
The Lions?
I think
the Lions is not the best. Both of y'all are confused. Yo, bro.
I love the Chiefs.
The best. You looked at the stats. You're not talking about.
I watch football faithfully every day.
Man. See, you know what you're doing. What you're doing. You're looking at. No, I'm gonna say this. No. I don't care, man. You're looking at the plays. You're like, these guys are great. These guys.
Watch the shit, man. I used to tell you, nigga, I'm a football fan.
You gotta look at the stats, though. You're not looking at the stats.
What the hell am I looking
at? The facts.
What's the stats and the facts?
The who?
I look at the level of competition.
All right.
Whoever you play against, like for instance, people say that the AFC North fell off. I still believe that the top 3 teams in the NFL is still in the AFC North.
Yeah, but see, that's what you believe, though. You believe that. You believe that.
Because when other teams, I'm gonna tell you why. When other teams play those teams, they usually get wiped the fuck out.
All right. Well, here's the thing. When it goes to the playoffs, why do these guys get wiped out?
By Patrick Mahomes.
Because I'm gonna tell you why.
Because he arrives when the fucking time is there.
That's what I'm saying.
But you ask me right now,
he's like Tahaka. We gotta call Patrick Mahomes is Tahaka. We're gonna talk.
You want to say the Lions?
He's the ruling.
He's the ruling. Put the Lions in.
I
was scared.
What are you talking about? You keep bringing up the Lions, bro. What are you talking about? Why are you saying keep talking about the Lions? Why?
Because they're not in one.
Man, they're not popular, bro. They're not gonna do nothing, bro.
But
I'm sorry.
Somebody
Priest.
said that the
I
temple.
gotta disagree.
Somebody
I'm
said
sorry.
that the temple.
I'm not trying to disrespect you. I don't think the Lions they don't stand a chance. Shout out to Eminem.
In Cambodia is the biggest temple. It's on 402 acres of land.
Yes.
Fine.
No, but look, go look at.
No, bro. You gotta explain that.
Go look at the Temple of Karnak.
No, Priest.
Go look at the Temple of Karnak and tell me if that's not the biggest temple in the world.
It's the best.
It was built by generations of kings. It wasn't just built by just one king came and built it. It was built by every king that came and added a piece to that temple.
Including Taharka, Priest.
Yeah.
Taharka has a cartouche there.
Yeah. A lot of
you probably know Taharka.
I might.
Yeah. No, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you personally know, because you talk about Taharka.
I think I am Taharka.
No, you...
What?
Go ahead. Public like that,
I don't know. Then you got to put on a double cobra crown on your head.
Yeah, I gotta get the double.
Yeah, bite. And it won't stop.
Oh, you think I didn't know that? Huh?
You know, men kept raw. Yeah,
you gotta get the double cobra crown. You know, if you go to the temple, you go to Luxor, right?
I'm just saying. I'm not talking. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim. I think that's who I was in a past life.
If you go to the Luxor in Vegas, the Luxor Temple in Vegas is dedicated to the king of Taharka. He has the double crown.
Where?
In Vegas, all on the walls.
I've been there. I stayed there.
Yeah, so if you go there, then you know that those outside hieroglyphs.
I ain't seen no double.
Is King Taharka.
Hold on, let me say this. Hank said he went looking for the Temple of Karnak.
Okay, you can go right over there.
She said they're cousins. What did it look? Let's look.
Yo, I was born.
I was born when he got that phone. I was born doing. What you in there reading? I was born, man.
Close out.
You thinking about something in there, man? You putting something together. Got to unmute.
I know. You see his phone?
Yeah.
You see his phone? He's trying.
I know knowledge.
That's some on mute.
A concept.
Baby, bring me beer.
I'm off you.
He would just say, what's the name in Zulu? He'd be like, bring me beer.
Thanks for the beer, though.
Yeah.
All right, listen, we're about to go downstairs and get a little shot.
All right, man.
Yo, now I was born. We're about to be out.
Yo.
Peace.
Yo, man, now it's born, man. I feel like you don't want to listen to my voice, man. Why you be tapping out like that, man?
What are you talking about?
No, hold on, man. I'm asking him.
Exactly. What is he talking about?
Go ahead.
What are you talking about?
He just said,
I'm gonna start calling you up now. It's born. We're gonna start having real conversation, me and you. I got your number.
Such as?
You went to Mecca. You went to the holy city of Abraham.
Yeah, I went twice.
Twice. You said twice. Yeah. You said I said
that? There, bro.
It's all right. Fine. I want to talk.
Listen,
to you.
hold on.
Yeah, you an ancient one, man. Why you didn't tell me that when you was at the crib?
Because you didn't ask.
I didn't. You're right. I didn't, freaks. I looked at him. I didn't look. I wasn't judging you.
Look, it says the area of the Temple of Amun at Karnak was 6,100. Let me say that back. 61,775 acres.
Why you keep doing it like that, bro?
That's a wrong.
I thought a ghost was here.
No,
like,
that's a.
You scared the shit.
You gotta do that sometimes. You gotta do that.
Yeah.
That's how big That's how big the pool was. You talking about the pool?
No, bro.
I'm talking about the whole. It's like an amusement park. Like you go to an amusement park.
That's what I'm saying.
It's about the same size as acres of my land, about 200 something acres. But the Temple of Karnak, the Temple of Amun in Karnak was 61,000 170. You know how big that is? How many generations that takes
So
to build?
You know what you're talking about.
No, I do know what he's talking about.
How big is it?
It's exactly how he said. They have a pool there. Tell them about the the purification pool.
Yeah.
How they extended, like, yo, it's probably like, how long was that? 1,000 feet.
And they
would
go.
They would
by kings.
You had to go inside that and purify yourself before you went inside the temple.
Purify yourself from what?
You couldn't go into the temple. You had to go inside the lake. Yo, it was a sacred lake that they had.
You talking
there.
about Lake Minnetonka?
No, inside of the temple of Karnak.
What does you mean by this?
Purification.
Why would you
come?
No, why would you say?
You don't know what I'm talking about. Wherever I say it was a pool.
Because you can't be saying that, bro.
It was a pool.
You said go into a lake.
I ain't say lake. All right, fine.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word, like a gigantic pool.
You would get naked and go into the pool.
No, they were dressed in all white and they would dip themselves in that, and then they would go inside
what you mean,
the temple.
Okay,
you had to go. You had to.
What you mean, but
yes,
dip themselves.
It's still there.
Yeah,
you know, it's
I was there.
Y'all. No, I know, but I don't know if you went there.
Dipping yourself, bro.
They didn't show you that. They didn't show you that.
Yeah, I went there and I saw it.
They ain't show the long pool.
No, bro. Ain't nobody getting.
No, yes it is. I got the pictures. I'll show it to you.
You talking about
but they
pictures?
would no. During the time, this is ancient.
Now listen.
You had to hold on. Let me say this. What you said. You had to go inside this kind of. You had. It wasn't bad. No. Y'all laughing, but this is real. When you went into the temple of Karnak, you had to bathe yourself.
Yeah.
Go inside. They had a long. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then after that, you went inside the temple of Amun.
Now what did they teach there?
They taught the teachings of the nectar Amun Ra.
And also. It was a zoo.
Yes.
It was a museum, and it was also a place where they had like all the knowledge of the world.
I love it. I love it.
That's why they shut that shit down.
I love when priests make fun of me.
Because like literally, Lord, it was a place where you went where you got all the knowledge of the world was at that temple. Whether it was dealing with any type of animal, vertebrates, insects, or things of that nature, dealing with human beings, music, all that shit. Everything was there.
So it's called Babylon the Temple 2.
No. Has nothing to do with no. Well.
Thank you, bro.
No, I'm not saying it like that.
Don't disrespect Babylon, bro.
I'm not. Well, that's in the Levant, man. That wasn't
a celestial place.
It's kind of like
place,
yes.
A place kind of like a place of all the knowledge for everybody to see.
Ask you another question. Was the pyramids built with the celestial heavens of the planets? Yes or no? I'm asking you a simple question.
Yes.
He says yes. I think I would say yes too, but we need to get more information about it. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean, man?
Well, I just think I'm not disagreeing.
Say yes or no, bro.
Yeah, I said yes, but I think that there's more research needs to be done. You know what I'm saying?
If it's yes, it's yes, bro. Thank you for your answer.
You ain't gonna shake my hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna shake your hand. Shake it. Hold on. So these because our people have been so lost without the spiritual realm. And I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm gonna look into the camera. The spiritual aspect does not resonate with Black people because they dealt with so much physical harm that they lost their energy towards the celestial realm, which our grandmothers and grandfathers had, because they've been tackled with physical realm things. Before Muhammad Ali fought, greatest fighter ever, he would do this. Look it up.
You make Salah.
Yes.
The fastest man, Muhammad Ali. And then the second was Mike Tyson.
Dua.
Mike Tyson would go like that.
The Egyptians did the same way.
Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali would do that before the fight.
Yes, he would do dua.
And he would win. Somebody said, "Man, pass that shit." Matter of fact, pass me the
We will.
Man, the reason why they revere Kemet so much, man, is because it was literally a place where all the nations. Want to use your mind? Oh yeah.
I know my sacred rights when I write. Who am I to judge? I'm in my pen tonight. I got booked in the pages with blue bars in. I started doing the sentence and finish at the margin. My mind tried to escape, but I'm the correctional guardian. Max in the mental state, full of gems while I'm jogging. Using words and terms till I serve my turn. On my brain cells form into a bell's bond. Recording while I'm self-rewarding. Like I spit 3 autumns. When I release a masterpiece, just talking. That's how I get when I'm zoning. Just flowing. I make the listener a prisoner of the moment. Knowledge, the old face was abolished, reshaped and polished. Graduate from college, move to different states. The same people that hate make the dollar. Leonardo da Vinci envy. Cathedral cardinals were busy throughout the cities of Italy. The evil part of the history and mystery replaced the people dark as the pygmy. Eventually, Michelangelo and Bible radicals handed gold by the Pope from that century to cover art immensely, intentionally. To dark ages from archaic, from rock paintings who started language, charts and data, tribal marks invaders, before titles and parts of Asia. The heart was nature, Africa was far ancient. Older periods, stars Sirius over pyramids, walls with cobra images. Rituals were opening mouths of mummies. Or biblical, how to rip a crowd for money. Identical, beneath the clouds of countries. Subliminal, one wears the crown is chubby. While we hungry, they ugly and frowned upon me. Look down on us, but count on us, and our growling tummies. Arrest the devil, read him his rights, Edomites. In the courts of the cross, the Lord's jury seated Christ. And the 2 witnesses since Genesis. Bringing the devil as God prisoner. The job for the minister, persecute him, then drag him to the chair to execute him. He tries to bribe you, stone him with Bibles. Give thanks to the Lord for he is good. A million saints with their swords to the devil's hood. Metal hooves, stand in heaven where I never stood. Only in hell, music and spells. Magic only several could. Before religions, oral traditions, total transitions, Dogons, Egyptians. Both arms are risen, the boat gone and drifting. The throw on depiction, there's more on subscriptions. Snowstorms on Christians, black magic and sorcery. Mathematics, bad habits, horrors that I see. Dying long, dying long. Giving honor and all glory, thankful and painful during long sufferings, calm when storms hovering, protected by my guardian angels. The lower and the upper wings are covering, for soul restructuring. I'm like Job recovering, loosen all the knots and the cluttering till I'm filled with coloring. My life's a book with crayons to spray on. Our legs and arms are bronze from the Amazon, lost tribes in Babylon. North skies we sung a song, sweet chariots, then we carried on. We came from the nebula as settlers. We came here to plant grain, then explain the weather. The 10 spirits of the Sephiroths, their attributes and appearance. 10, this is the beginning. The hot ones like the chakra transcendent. Our demeanors in Vina, in its likeness in its image. The nexus died like Ma'at, the astronaut on the ziggurat. Comet rocks past the equinox. Cast it on my headdress. The space cadet, that's the message. Then Gavura, like Suma, then Teferi, then the tea beverage. Connect with comedics, genetics, and deep merits. Next up is next suck. After is hold in your soul. The Malkut's Tau book. Weed is Nubian, brown kush. Take away the image you saw. Now look. Jacob vengeance on Esau, his crown took. Before the Platos and the Aristotles. In days of old, those were pharaoh novels. And dialogue, and dialogue, dialogue, and dialogue, dialogue, and dialogue, and dialogue, dialogue.
dialogue. Become paper for my reasoning and dialogue. A rhythmic, big applause to the lion god. Round of six mountains make the sounds can make the giants nod. Mayan guard, zodiac clocks made of compliant cogs. Move barbarians, medicines from a psychic frog. Hallucination equations lost in vagina bar. They all bow when I walk into the highest lodge. Climbed out the pupil in the all-seeing iris rods. Vivid third eye massage. Flying pigs high up the hog. While they hoarding, I'm bored of the next astral plane. The wheel turns, but I never seen its axis change. The same script, just the actors in the apple frame. Bobby giving different roles written just to act the same. And clearly Bukin Masters flame. Who could reenact the same? That's a shame. Planets rotating as the math explains. Shed my skin, left a million bodies on the path I came. Killed my former selves and got away, but look what that became. Master brain, God releases science when I ask for rain. Master brain, if you don't have a name, you don't have an aim. In and out this world so many times, still I haven't came. I can see the next me, seen through galactic frames. 7 keys, fed degrees, demons on our path get slain. Royal priesthood, our reputation got them scared to death. Devils caught wind of us approaching, they give up their breath. Treasure keep a century, either season with time spice. I ate a clock and deprecated minutes from my hindsight. I took the 7 vows and went from infinite to finite. He's in the days, but he only entered it to finite. Looking at my chest, now she got interest in the finite. Talisman, tortoise man, the ignorant divine height. Body, all the Gnostics knew their wisdom's is divine right. Profound magic of a master at the round tablet. Heaven's real meal, not immortal from the ground addict. Holy evidence, open portals in my crown addict. Special spectators took the spirit world and brown back. The why knows like why I know is ignorance bliss. But it's all mirage, vanished with one flick of my wrist. Took a picture of my watch like it didn't exist. Photo of my photons from the mystic abyss. Serpents with a hawk face, circus in my thoughts race. Knew my Pegasus would be the quickest at the horse race. Spearhead the mirror fed me visions of the Lord's face. Arab in the abracadabra, abracadabra. Zigzag, zodiac killer, the next massacre.
Solomon's grip, I was swallowed into a bottomless pit, going down through the rocks from a cliff. Though the darkness wasn't the worst of it, as the curses eclipsed, I saw spots in the gothic were lit, going down the throat of black smoke, into a moat that covered my face and my back like a coat. I'm in his bowels with owls, and men that wrapped their head with towels, and spoke the Talmud, the owl school loud too. I'm in his guts, I see skeletal forms, in his tusk, the winds are rough, a gust bends me up. My view is now in the spiral, confused as I go up in the cycle. Circular, 6 dimensions, my body light up. I'm a Merkaba, positive, negative in my messages. I thought the worst occurred. Soon as I lay the verse in the beat, it becomes a 12-person word. I raise it from the beast's digestive system. I resurrect with wisdom. When I connect with rhythm, I see Solomon hands appearing closer as I reach, coming from debris with composure. Behind me, looks like debris from explosives on planets that nova. That's when I got the grip, he pulled me over. As he pulled, he slipped, my hand still in his grip. He tumbled to the edge of the canyon, his body dipped. I said, I got you, hold on. We both pulling so strong. Then he tapped me on the back of my shoulder, asked me what's wrong. Asked me why I'm leaning over the canyon. I look again, I'm holding on my other hand like a companion. I said, wait, something not right. It went left, let's get this straight. As he curved the conversation, it could drive you to a place. I backed up shop, bouncing in my mind. A lie sends you mistakes. Food for thought, read it on the plate. Since Adam, Eve, and the snake, evil deeds inflated like a cake. Superstition, religion became a business. Truth is fiction, changed from old, new editions. Youth offenders, new to prison. Sign up to the system, line up, choose a witness. We lose due to fitness, we chew with a vengeance. No clues for the sickness, cold flu so suspicious. Mom brewing biscuits, a song that she knew, a stew or twisted citrus. Esau's the author of my free fall of torture. Evils and horror, eagles guard the borders. Energy has a sequel, cerebral's getting stronger. The mummified hands trying to grab me. The son of I am, jagged stone streaming past me. Abraxas read the Simha Paroma. Galaxy above my head, holding my diploma. Graduated, not encapsulated. A lot infatuated with my greatness. Most of y'all favorites, I keep it basic.
Aroma, see with Rebus and Braxis. Words slow motion falling down side up. I read it backwards. The sea becomes a skyfish freeze, turning to blackbirds. Trouble is afoot with no ledge like Bishop's last words. Free fall until he crashed. Now they yelling free falling at an ankle. Need the cash, need the dough. See below, secret wisdom in the class nerd who spilled his juice crucible. Visions of the past stirred. Alice's paralysis. I won Atlantic fast and blur from fighting above the phallus. Niggas curved, now that occurred. Reflections coming back and who was fishing for a glass turd. Seeing through the shift is so different, it was absurd. Trust my gut feeling as I'm hearing what my abs heard. The band was playing spinal chords, in them with a crab served. Glasses full of past words, wasn't in use tubes. Has been plan on coming up to get new views. Falling out the sky while I discovered the blues clues. Colors and blue hues while touching the new views. That shot the breeze and prophecy for scuffing his new shoes. It's magic how they all became ducks when this fused blue. It's hypnotic like a cup full of blue booze. They're hiding bars inside my bars. I struggle if they boo-boos. The exes quickly ghosted them, bolted like loose screws. Got mad and shot each other like a couple of news crews. Last memory, we didn't get the password. I stuck in the who's who. Good luck on the yuzu. Gemini that got them both in trouble like you two. Went from the esophagus, sent to the Moroccan trust. Hippos with colossal touch, told me what it's all about. The sunken place, me, myself, and ISIS had it falling out. Black Panther said the Jaguars right, while they had a child asking me if Hathor bites. Watch as I develop. Hands in time lost their grip on watches I that fell up. Watching as the kings collapse. Eternal voice of life is a bitch with no wings attached. He died before he let a bungee jump with no strings attached. Rings I snatched, fire from the gods in a thinking match. The universe threw me ideas I didn't think to catch. The tallest towers turned into dust. The fiends think it's cracked. The bricks become cities in the sky. I brought the kingdom back, designed the new treaty with the devil with a handshake. Flip the planet right side up like it's a pancake. Children rise from underground holes, receive the mandrake. Control me falling up in slow motion as I steer the crowd toward the sun manifest. Standing on the cirrus cloud, praising stride of Jesus. They was calling, I could hear it loud. I won't falter, nah, I won't falter. Scripted in the tomb, read the message in the water. The stars you thought were rising up, but dying what? Whole time I thought that I was falling, really I was flying up. Everybody screwing each other to get the tightest nut. T-I-T-A-N, y'all better tighten up and move this Jenga piece that was held in the feet. So society collapsed on itself in the week. Revealed the secrets that were burned on the selfish elite. Allegations shook the planet till they fell from their seats. Caused an earthquake, the Killah Priest felt and released as he slipped into the darkness to the essence of the beast. Then turned it into beauty, child of destiny, police now. Worry took his piece out the game, none caught the fall guy. Start to fall apart just like a Libra telling tall lies. I never fell for it, so the answers in this small lies. The camera said it's all lies. Candles, they was all high, but as the felons fell in the trap, the righteous all fly. For every God deed, I gained a feather to adorn my wings. The beat was kicking, arms flying. When I talk, I swing punchlines, spit the chemtrails. And when I got to the bottom of the seasons, to get even, I'm now stalking spring.
Moses was black, but then there's the science though. He's sitting there, Neshabiti. He got all of them. They want to be us so bad, bro. Mm-hmm. Period. Mm-hmm. That's why I was looking. I be like, knock it off. I know the science. I know how it's built because you building, you doing the same thing. Yeah. Because they got the science of building concrete from Khufu. Yep. I mean, not Khufu, Imhotep. Yep. Imhotep was the first one to take stone and pour it.
And I think it's the same stone. Then
you got all kinds of different stones you can use to pour. You can pour
The government tell us we woke, and at the same time sell us the dope that leads to heart failures and strokes. Where do we start? Do we believe what the elders wrote, or the ones who watch through a telescope? The Illuminati Cyclops, beast mark on every coast. The head of a cult, the devil goat, that sits in a drum circle like a hippie, dressed like a gypsy. My best of rocking the nebula corpses like Tesla notes. Now they got surveillance on Diddy. I'm a cross between Umar Johnson and Billy Carson. I told my grandmother that we are from where the stars from. I'm like Ron Hayes, but I'm Todd Wave with a blonde fade. Some days it'll be an orange braid, half shade. That's just his character. I made hair like lemonade. Both his parents come from Africa. Y'all know the prototype, it's the walking life. See, the sun is the source of light. They made my quartz bright as New York at night. They say when Walter Wright, he can steer Hathor to the boat of the moon. Into the cliff, sent to the glyphs to open the tombs. They say killer flows is like pillar protocols that fulfill the scrolls made of silver and gold. The bars I laid is like sculpted on the architrave. I wrote it like an art display with gods and goddesses with darker shades. I wrote it in the chamber, glowing like the child that was golden in the manger. Only 3 kings knew he was growing to be the savior. Okay, back to rap more about Hathor, the cow-headed near the Nile desert. Under the white clouds, the native dancing in the powwow. He wore the head crown of owl feathers as the clan went from loud records, and priests and Jizza wrote their signature down on Geffen. And hip-hop's are where I found the presence. The shepherds are coming down from Mount Everest, surrounded by peasants. With unclean skin disease, they called them leopard. I pointed a finger up and moved it around till I found the nebula. I told them I walked through Babylon, Persia, and Mecca. I talked to bees out their nectar, kings out their treasure. I've been counting ever since I've been walking. I started from forever. I've been writing on steelies, inside of caverns where it's misty. Dealt tarot cards to the hands of time. Closed my eyes while the mouth of a cave kissed me. I gave the walls history. Y'all enslaved us all misery. That's why I shaved it off and came back bald, a mystery. I wrote it all on big slabs of lapis, lazuli, channel vibe to the candle fire. 12 candlesticks sits on amethyst. I write my scrolls on the clove of a rose. You see them when they unfold, the untold secret me and the queen bee hold. So when they make the pollen bin, I can communicate with the insect world like King Solomon. I mean solar gems, most roll to him.
Then I went rogue on them, those who stole my pen. Then I went ice cold as wind. Geminis we roll as twins. When we take the mic, we're the walking life.
The D's raided houses looking for your favorite out of Brooklyn. Africa praises to the bushmen, to the natives in the woodlands, the raisins in the Juksin, through the mazes of the bullpen. They killed our saviors, re-raised us and made us into hoodlums. Malcolm X became one of the greatest out of the Muslims, except for this boxer who never went to Oxford, never became a doctor, but got the rings of the chakras. Cassius Clay and Hathaway passed away, saw dimensions. George Benson, could this be a masquerade? Preacher said fast and pray. My mother's not there, but I asked her grave. Tiffany's not here, but her ashes stayed. What word will Prince and Michael Jackson say? I was a boy, now the mirror showed me patches of gray. Then it got black, and I started like tapping into a haze. Days. The mirror said your hair looked glazed because that's how much passion you gave. This is what happened, you still rapping. The mirror became my healer when it told me I was a pyramid giver, a gold spitter and a soul filler. I came to slay the Antichrist. Walking life, walking life. Yeah, it's no
Thoughts expand, rivers in my orbits ran after me across Japan. Mastered the default command, skin brown but so bright. The rivers where I caught a tan, lost the Pan's labyrinth. Spirits move across the sand, but birds to fly, the words defy. But in exchange, they lost their hands, appeared inside a jungle. In the bed upon a Moorish man, I'm multiplying, gold horizon. Traveling, I goes Orion, burned the tree to 3rd degree. Asking all the birds agree, I'm certainly a giant. Using bamboo just to stir the sea. Watched across an island, suddenly cooked the leaves and turned to tea. Smoking gun and spoken tongues, 1,000 leagues below Poseidon. Fell asleep and felt asleep. Woke up and I spoke Hawaiian. Kami homicide. My brain was never colonized. Just angels, demons, gods inside. Bakeries were prophesied. Serving loaves of sermons. They all heard and drove in herds and droves to see me when I'm cooking up. I'm writing over burning stoves while levitating lepertainment. Search below the surface robes. Surface codes. Words explode. Terminator circuits froze. Zigzag zodiacs. Killer, that's in murder mode. I hate how serpent hurt the toad. I can make the sculptors cry. Rivers undiscovered under colors in the sulfur sky. And the child lullaby. valley where the skulls are dry. Swimming illicit coast, supply of culture, most adults deny. Children see it, still believe it. Lyrics make your brains whirl. Zodiac charts inside the coffee cup. He made swirls with coconut creamer like he slowly watching paint swirl. Quiet child who clammed up, spoken, then it made pearls. Kai died twice like Mandela and James Earl, but only lived once. So many bodies in strange worlds. My neck's a grail. Talent, spinal fluid in the mind wine. They don't understand me here. I'm from a higher timeline. I wonder what the microscopic people on my spine find. Pro Tools arena, so cool demeanor, while my head and heart battle. That's old school Medina. Show and prove repeater, so smooth competer. I told you, Eureka. Zodiac and show theatrics. Clearly they don't know the brackets. Nearly break your bones for practice. Think of kids who grow the cactus. Marveled at my own exactness. That stand lethal from lowly maggots to holy maggots. Engraved sigil in the stone of Cabraxis. Who kept his name hidden as unknown on the track list. Who rode a winged dragon on the road to Damascus. That kept his wings flapping on the throne of Galactus. No man can tell a Muslim from the bones of a Baptist. Dragon flame spit, turn the stones into ashes. I don't even mean music, but I own all the masters. They ain't really government here, they're only actors. Farmers sat on lonely tractors, shaving over Hopi pastures. Only realized he giving haircuts to an Olmec after. Children in my gene pool, they couldn't get a pool pass. Used to walk on blue moon grass, vision the cruel past. Astrologies take the wheel, now I don't need the fuel gas. My Uranus versus means I'm following the rules last. Back when I was formed, all the angels in the heavens stared. Sharp and swollen harpsichords playing over 7 stairs. Said a prayer, said a bear, my solar system set a prayer. Know why I'm so fly, I'm floating in the debonair, left the square. Anywhere I sit is an electric chair. Inside the maze I reached the dead end, and so I made a door. By just thinking, modern legend of an ancient Moor. When you die, the world dies, you're who they made it for. The tallest giant made a glass ceiling, it became my floor. Lyrics in my brain galore, miracle they can't ignore. Zodiac, I'm the only man that time waited for.
Who are some of your early influences?
Well, the planets, the creator, mythical gods, humans, people, flowers, everything in nature, inspiration. Musicians get their inspiration really from environmental things, and all musicians are inspiration to me, no matter what style they're playing.
This is the ring, this is the ring. I'll spare the life.
Born angels in the flesh with the hidden wings. I'm talking angles I connect, it's a different thing. We the royal priesthood, we the wizard kings.
The most anticipated, kiss the ring. Scream the name out, for the priest. Supreme, all bill, kiss the ring.
We the royal priesthood, we the wizard kings.
Smacking seas, while you scream your majesty.
She's not a raven, not a dove, and not a pelican. The immortalized phoenix, universal element. The throne holder with the flow that's most eloquent. Bringing the rebellion, the mothership propelling it. I'm nicer than they ever fathomed every time I'm doing this. My energy is like slicing an atom to its nucleus. Interstellar, surpass astronomical. That's why my aura got a sparkle like a diamond do. Soaring through the sky, but I was born underground. Blood on the temple from the thorns in the crown. The seventh seal will open when the horn makes a sound. No time to mourn, you was born not to stick around. To start reflecting and atoning, I recollect the sectors I was known in, even long before the Greco-Roman. Time to bow and kiss the ring, you will respect the chosen. I won the battle before I select my next opponent. 6 million ways to die, they lied to the masses, but they never taught you how to rise up out the ashes. My intuition say we trapped inside a simulation, so I'm here to bring demolition to imitations. I dispelled the pressure when I held the scepter, the luminescent, iridescent solar cell receptor. I rebelled and I refused to sell the elder treasure. Time to unify, rebel against the hell forever. Every word word in the verse, you know it is Phoenix. Give the people rebirth like I'm growing a fetus. Say the truth with my chest like showing my cleavage. The mothership kiss the ring, cause we the ring leaders.
Multitasking through the multiverse, immersed in the energy that broke the curse. In a thirst for higher works, dispersed out your speaker box like Peter Tosh. Days balance equal vernal equinox. High voltage, frequent shocks, outward charged particles. Flares bring more color than carnivals. Editorials, rhymes and written articles. Alkaline, my arsenal, I'm Canis Major. Others are marginal. Fez, brilliant red like a cardinal. Flourishing with other Moorish kings. Kiss the rings, mystic strings. Beyond intellect, holistic beings. Ecclesiastic, legendary like Atlantis. Reminded of divine protection, seeing a praying mantis. King Sharif on my throne, caliphate in the east. My influence increased from Greece to Mozambique. Crown jewel, laying new ground rules. Ibukare, my mind sparred in renowned schools. No parlay, gracious, build an oasis. Spacious, greatness, entire priesthood, traveling spaceships. Connect with lawmakers, Mahatmas, scholarly, those who know the truth about the Barbary. God's professor, private sector, peep the architecture. Tartarians are on the microphone, a barbarian. Islam, Al Day and Bay. If we Voltron clans, we run circles round Satan like the photon band.
Jack fell down, broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. The black and brown came from the ground to fill the sun of the magma. A rap profound as a lounge so nail in front of your master. From merry-go-rounds to burial grounds, I killed every one of you rappers. With my skills I can heal, but my tongue is disaster. The age seal is revealed in none of the chapters. Burn them on cheap wood, this royal priesthood. There's cavities and casualties wherever we stood. When I black out, I see the bats route. I say things that make the cats crouch. Wings from my back sprout, serpents coil. Anoint the head with virgin oil, drip with olives. We sit in garments and spit astrologic. Regardless, we goddess and goddesses. And thick as the dip with the garlic. But hard as the chip, that's smart, that's trick knowledge. Nah, we kick knowledge while eating salad in a big palace. The roof open and the sky show a rich harvest. The Bitterman man, the black who a thick target.
Hey, yo, musically I'm married to the group, that's a wedding band. Cycle Jordan rings like Thanos with the heavy hand. The ringleader, the electric lamb. I'm staring at the rings like a breast exam. I'm peering out the next psychoactive drug ring, spirals in the dust ring. I made a campfire with the circle around the sun spring. I see rings in the flowers when the blossoms bloom. Like the onion rings out of supersonic boom. That's two holes in the middle of the VM. I seen rings in the middle of the tree limbs. Clothed in the gospel, the noble, apostle. I'm moving more circles than the O's in Morocco. My blow made the rocks glow. Killing sex traffickers, my flow freed the kids in the ring. From death massacre, priesthood, vampire hunters, arrest Dracula. Earth state, that rocket never left in the ground. But smoke till I'm so high up that heaven is down. 12 angels quickly circle me wherever I'm bound. Moorish headband leader, that's a heraldry crown. Lion, no sort of omens, bodies lammed in the floor. Purple rings of cerebellum, see who answers the door. As I quickly throws, they bang the snow rings like the sound of sleeping, playing ring toss with my chakras over mountain peaks. Now to the owl chief, ornaments around the reef, alkali, riding on the decibels around the streets. Brainstorm will gather the star charters as every knee bends, kiss the rings of the Zod father. The Don Zada, in a sense, like the Nog Chomper, knowledge chomper, Kaharaja, squash him like a Kalabasa, Kali Lama, Dalai Lama lamp, Muhammad Ali Baba, uncontrolled voters. They all bowed down when we stood. Big flag, zigzag, Zodiac, Killah Priest. Killah priesthood.
Scream the name out, Royal Priest. Leave the blood spilling in the street. King, supreme, all meal, kiss the ring. Scream the name out, Royal Priest. Leave the blood spilling in the street. King, supreme, all meal, kiss the ring.